Hello, my name is He Who Is in the Water, and got something very different-ish for the channel today. We're going to be playing some Pauper Star Wars Unlimited here. Got a little setup here in my living room, and my friend Ben / BardofSnow is going to join us for some games of Star Wars Unlimited, but specifically Pauper, which is a format that we've just been kind of playing with each other, having fun with. And obviously something that I have a very close affection with. I love playing specifically with commons. That is like the whole history of this channel, right? Was me playing a ton of Pauper on Magic the Gathering Online. And I love the idea of playing with commons, and Star Wars Unlimited is very much inspired in a lot of ways by Magic the Gathering, and particularly its design of commons and how a rarity is kind of distributed between legendaries, rares, uncommons, and commons. It's a very similar design principle. So like Pauper in Star Wars Unlimited functions very similar to how Pauper functions in Magic the Gathering, in a way that used to be very attractive to me, and I used to enjoy the format. But we don't need to have me complain about Pauper for I don't know. I could go for like I probably got 2 hours of ranting and raving about Pauper right now. But Star Wars Unlimited Pauper is really interesting. So what am I talking about when I say that? I just mean that commons only. So no uncommons, rares, or legendaries, and this applies to the leaders as well, which has some really interesting deck building restrictions to it. Obviously, a smaller leader pool is not like inherently great, but restriction does breed creativity in a lot of interesting ways, and I think our exploration of this Pauper format does it. So we're going to play 3 matches. We both brought 3 decks, and we're just going to jam them, hopefully have a good time. One other stipulation I do want to add about what Pauper means. If you use a deck building tool like Star Wars Unlimited Database or SWUDB.com, we are basically just saying common, just search by rarity common. That's essentially what our card pool will be, with one notable exception, and that is the organized play promos from sets 1 through 3. Those included cards from the not spotlight decks, the starter decks. Now they're spotlight decks. For the first 3 sets, they were starter decks, and these organized play promo packs that were given out at events had cards from those starter decks printed as commons, but I think it's very clearly not fitting the general theme of or way that Fantasy Flight designs commons. I think it's very explicit in the sense that you have cards like Admiral Moti, Leia Organa from Spark of the Rebellion, Anakin Skywalker from Twilight of the Republic, and these are unique units, not leaders, unique units. And aside from the cards like that in this particular product, there are no other unique units that you can put in your deck. Everything is not unique. And so there's also like a general break in power level with those cards that are, to me, have always been felt like uncommon power and not common. So even though they're printed as commons in these prize packs, I don't think that's really eligible for the format. So that's, to me, that's like, that's a baggage that like I'm pretty okay having, because right, like when Pauper was being developed on Magic Online, I mean, I came in later in its lifespan for sure, but you're aware of like the old sets. What qualifies as common is like actually kind of messy to figure out for Magic for a lot of that while the format was getting ironed out. And this has kind of been the only hiccup that I see so far with Star Wars for what is considered a common. So those specific organized play promo cards would not be considered legal to me. There's 2 band leaders in Premier that are commons. It's a Jango Fett and Boba Fett. So Spark of Rebellion Boba Fett. I feel pretty strongly that at a common level, Jango Fett is not a problem, would not even be worth considering leaving it banned. It's just, without cards like IG 2000 or War Juggernaut being in the format, there's just not ways to spread damage across the board in ways that made Django problematic, I just don't really see him being an issue. So I would say just like play with Django if you want. Boba is kind of like the best rate as it gets. So like we're just two dudes playing Star Wars Unlimited this format. So like if you wanted to play Boba with your friends for Pauper, like that would seem fine. But like I would imagine with any kind of real competitive structure, you just would not allow Boba Fett to be legal because of how he exceeds everything else for stats on a fly flip leader. But Django seems at the time of this comment, it would be totally fine to me. Despite I think Django is probably the most powerful leader for whatever Eternal format comes up for Star Wars Unlimited. I think for Pauper, he's going to be completely fine. So that's a lot of caveats, just kind of setting up what we mean to be talking about with Pauper. We've got 3 matches to show you, and I hope you enjoy. This is my first time trying to record paper gameplay of any particular variety, and we talk about it a couple of times as we go through the matches. So stuff that I am like aware of, what are directions or particularly aspects of their production that I would like to see improved, but I'm new to all of this for sure. So any feedback that you may have or helpful suggestions about like particular products that might be useful would be very welcome. And we'll see if maybe in the future we'll do more of this. It would be cool. Love to get some Premiere gameplay as well. But Pauper has been really just like the fun format that we're jamming in between rounds that are locals. And this was kind of a great space to share that. And maybe that's something that's fun for you to do with your local play group or your friends as well. So hopefully this is either entertaining or maybe a little stimulating for you. But do let me know what you think. And thanks again to Ben for coming on to record with me. And I hope that you enjoy the gameplay that we have for you today. Yeah, welcome to the studio. We're now going to play some gameplay. I'm presuming at this point I have put in an intro to this video. I'm not just starting it straight here. But I'm joined by BardofSnow, Ben, today.
Hello.
Who has been a stalwart player of our local scene since shortly into set 1. I don't think you weren't at the start of the release.
No, I was.
But
working
few
OT.
weeks in.
I was working OT when the game came out, and I was so mad, and then it took me like 3 weeks to show up because I was busy.
Yeah.
So
it was great. So we've met through this game, and both local, and just been a really great player to hang out with, and we've gone to a ton of events together. So very much understands my intentions when it comes to this game, and excited to play some games today, specifically of Pauper. So again, hoping this intro video has introduced what Pauper is. And we have both brought 3 decks today, and we're just gonna jam some games. I'm envisioning best of 3. I don't have particular matchups in mind, so for myself, I'm just gonna roll from one of these 3.
I think I'll do the same. That's fine by me.
Brief introduction, but I've got a Sabine yellow space aggro deck, a Padme blue. It's not a control deck, but I kind of see it playing out like a control deck that just trying to take advantage of her card advantage, play a very long game, and then a Cad blue deck, which I kind of foresee functioning as like a mid-range deck here. So kind of got the 3 macro archetypes covered, where Cad's just going to be playing some underworld units. They're going to have an extra damage with them come into play, and they're just going to be a little bit more annoying because of that. But
yep,
what do you got, Ben?
I have a Von Reg Cunning Space Aggro list, very much on the other side of the Sabine list, with the personal spice. Of course, I'm just going to grab it from over here.
Please do.
Swarming Vulture Droid. It is a Swarming Vulture Droid list because that is a common, and the card is not seen Premiere play really, and I wanted to see if it could work in a Pauper format, and from some test games, it seems to work just fine, which is nice. I got a Krennic aggression list here, which is control-y, tempo-y, kind of just wanting to play cards that deal damage, trade in, do what you gotta do. There's a couple of cards from Legend of the Force, I think it's Consumed by the Dark Side, that I really wanted to try, and Krennic is a good leader for that. And then Jabba Cunning as well. Or sorry, not Jabba. Jabba's Palace. But with Darth Vader. With Vader. Unlike the traditional premier green-yellow Vader lists, this one is more about utilizing the exploit mechanic, because that was a mechanic that existed, and
because like your 1-drops are like all the same compared to the premier deck, but your top end is just completely different. There's no overwhelming barrage, there's no lurking TIE Phantom, there's no clone combat squadron, so like you have to figure something else out.
Yeah, you actually have to try and get cards out that do things. So it's like, well, these 1/1s can like swing into base, or I can sack 2 of them and get a 5/8 that has ambush. And you go, well, then I can make another one after that 5/8 with ambush comes in. So it's got some interesting differences compared to the premier list that I'm excited to showcase, because it's definitely one of the more interesting differences compared to a lot of the other lists and how they would function in premier setting. So
alrighty, so do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for me. Got a 1, so we'll start off with
Sabine. Do same direction. Let's see what I get. That is a 4, so that is a Krennic coming in for me. Alrighty.
Alright, so I'm going to be using these green dice. I've given Ben these red dice. Hopefully, to you, humble viewer, they show up reasonably well. From the testing I've done, they seem like pretty good visibility-wise on these mats. So hopefully that comes across. But this is, of course, a learning experience trying to do paper gameplay. So any and all feedback is welcome. Because it's not certainly something that I know particularly well.
You need to start doing cardboard eating ASMR in mid-video. Just grabbing tokens, just ripping into them.
You're going to flick the cards directly into the microphone. That is where I'm like, okay, so we just got a table mic set up right here. And we had thought about lapel mics. And those both sound like interesting. Because like obviously better to get a better audio experience for each player. But at the same time, you have like the card flicking directly in front of that, which is like not ideal.
That's a lot of audio editing you would have to do.
Yeah, no, I'm not even bothering with that. Like, you are a guest here at the studio, so you will start the initiative.
That's so kind. That's so kind from the aggro player. This one.
I'm also just like, I kind of hate, arguing, or not arguing, but like discussing who gets to go first.
Who gets to go first.
And it's like, I kind of like the idea of just like, I have a guest, they just go first, and that's the end of the discussion.
I think that's fair. I'm going to have to give this a good shuffle next time. This should be fine for me to start with, but I was thinking to myself, I was like, hopefully I've shuffled competently.
This is a keep, but, alright, so we're up against Krennic, so like, I
think this is fine.
Also, all lists will be in the description, but we don't necessarily know. Yeah, if you just want to wiggle the mouse.
I'll jiggle the mouse really quick.
Yep. Just so that we make sure that OBS is not crashing on us.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Good. I was really trying to make sure. I was like, is my hand showing up? Because I was like, if I can...
Yeah, if you want to talk about like individual cards in your hand.
Yeah, it's okay.
Because we do, like...
Well,
we can just like go up to the camera here.
Yeah. Well, it's fine. I've got a good series of 2-drops here, and I know that you're playing space aggro, so some of these I'm like, okay, like, because we've talked about lists beforehand. You kind of know what like a Krennic list is going to have. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, I've got to make some sacrifices, but that's okay. It's the way it goes. Alrighty. Good to start?
Yes, sir.
Great. Here we go. I'm going to put that Attaché down right away.
And I will play a Green Squadron A-Wing.
How delightful. How droll. I will claim the initiative here.
And I will ping with Sabine.
I'll get shot in the face. And, great.
Pass after that.
I'm seeing the folly of my ways here very slightly, but not too badly. Let's see. You know what?
I am just like probably going to die to this makeshift battlefield marine down there.
He's just a little guy.
Mine's just got read 2, and it's not quite as good.
Put 3 into base.
Go to 4. It's also weird for me, like so used to like adjust or writing down life totals on the side, so it's like, I just gotta be. I hate to say the word casual here, but like because that's kind of demeaning. But also 3 into your base
for sure.
It's like no, we don't have to worry about that. We're just playing some games.
Put this Deathwatch Loyalist down.
That's probably got to be pretty good for me. Second day wing.
That is pretty good for you. That is true. I will claim here.
We'll ping everybody to 5.
This is delightful.
And then I'll play a Mining Guild TIE Fighter.
Oh, the Mining Guild.
And then I'll pass.
Pauper staple now, I think we can say, for our games at least.
A card which also, like, I have been surprised at how good that is in Vader Yellow that I've been playing in Premiere. The card's just, like, completely fine. Mm-hmm. And, like, back in set 1, we didn't even, like, really look at it twice other than limited.
Take one of these guys out.
It's been taken out. It's interesting. Just how aggressive am I?
It's a good question. Double surprise strike. Bam, bam. Right into base.
This card's actually like not as good as I'm gonna think. I guess I just start off with a Sabine ping.
I think
you've used all your resources this
turn.
It's
true. It's true.
It's like,
I have used. Sorry. Getting my hand marker out. There you go. So then that way the viewers at home know that that's my hand. Now my resources.
I should probably grab something of a similar denotation. You got something?
Yeah, I was gonna say you want the.
Sure.
People already know where you live. I think
I have referred to upstate New York several times.
I was gonna say that's an easy upstate New York indicator. So
talk about flip side.
Yep.
Not every time, but like that is the LGS. That is our weekly play.
It's true. It's true. Oh yeah, it's my turn. It's my go. It's my go. I'll put 3 into base because I know you're gonna flip Sabine, and that's
and that at least makes it pretty easy for me with you on no well, actually, do I want you to do that? Do I want you to enable the grit? Probably not. So I'm gonna play this twin laser turret, and I can at least talk about like it's like actually kind of interesting here because pinging the Imperial Interceptor does give it an additional point of power. So like if I put it over here and then ping there, now you've got 4 power and you just trade into it, and it's like that's not very good. So I don't think I'm even pinging on attack. But if I don't ping on attack, then you can like still just eat either of my 1 power dudes. Yeah. So like it's kind of
you can put it on. You can put on him swing into base, ping, and then trade with the Mining Guild at least. And you lose like a unit, but that's probably for
Mining Guild TIE Fighter trading with anything is like kind of always a win. So that's probably a good thing to set up.
Yeah. I will soft pass here because you are right. I do want to get that grit going.
I will hit you for 5 and then deal 1 to the Mining Guild Interceptor.
There's a 5 on here somewhere. There it is. And the 1. I will pass again.
I will surprise strike for 4 into base.
Ooh, ouch. There we go. Okay. I think in this case, I actually do just have to swing on it for 3. I have to do that. I can't get the grid
go to 12, and then I will deploy.
And this is where I'm going to claim, and then I'll take 3 to base.
Take 3.
Yep. And then I'll pass. Yep.
Or
I've claimed.
You have claimed.
I am like
pass.
auto passing. Yes.
Okay, we're good. We're good. This is the part that I actually love about this deck in testing. Is like I literally just get to 4 resources and I stop. And it's not. Well, actually, do I? No. I should actually resource. Hold up. I should resource one of these because I have this mining. Oh. No, I won't. I won't resource it. I do have Mining Guild TIE Fighter to sink resources into it, but that's probably not the best use of my time either.
Perilous. Put that right there.
I
immediately start shuffling.
Interesting. do probably just hit your base for 1.
Okay.
As weak as that does feel.
As weak as it feels, yeah. Alrighty. I think I have to do this way because that's going to be on the Death Watch list. So let me grab experience. I knew I had one here. I should have one more in here somewhere. Oh, I lied.
Oh, I have experience tokens here.
Oh, thank you. I missed that.
I laid out tokens that way.
Excellent. I'm just going to grab this other one then. Keep it consistent.
Yeah, well, I do apologize for making you do all that and then waylay you.
You're just going to waylay. That's
fine. But I was kind of thinking about it. Cause like,
yeah. No, it's
but like waylay,
it's
it's just trading 3 resources for 5.
It's a good move. It's a good move.
That's why the card is good.
We'll flip Krennic out.
Yeah, so the restore 2 is like a real problem here. Mm-hmm. I will hit you for 3.
Yep. I'm going to go 2 into base. I'll restore 2, so I'll just go 1 damage then.
Yeah. Cartel Turncoat?
Cartel Turncoat. Great. I'm going to... Yeah, I'll kill there. We'll take him out.
You take you take 1 back, but that is enough.
That is enough, yeah.
Yeah. I will claim.
3 into base. Actually, put 3 into the Sabine. I'll go up to 4 on here. And then I'll pass. That's good enough for me.
We love our trains.
Yes, yes we do.
This, I think those... Okay, that was something on the road. That was
a car backfiring.
Yeah, I thought that was maybe something in the apartment, but no, that is something on the road.
Yeah, just a genuine car backfiring.
Yeah, here's some fun stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have these 2 cards in my hand. These two cards in my hand. Yeah. There we go.
Look away.
So we're kind of at a weird not able to push as much damage this turn as I want to. I will, I think, just start with 3 into base because that's just very simple math very basic Star Wars Unlimited of I'm going to attack with my unit that's going to die shortly.
Yeah. To keep it cromulent, because I need to lower the amount of damage I'm generally taking this turn, I'm going to draw a card.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's no smuggle, right? Yeah. That part is weird about Pauper. It's like, oh yeah, all your smuggle cards are kind of bad. Except for Timely Intervention. Timely Intervention's still sick. But.
So yeah, Timely is good. The Space Sentinel, I think, is okay.
Yeah, you can put those in your villainy control list, but it's also you can just kind of put better cards in your deck.
Yeah, there are definitely better cards that you can run.
They do play fine, but so you've already used 3 resources. So I think I'm actually just doing 1 and drawing. I
think that's fair. I'm going to put Krennic into the Sabine, restoring 2.
I'm going to play an N1 Starfighter.
I think that's fine by me. I'm going to put 3 into base.
17.
Yep.
I will claim.
Going to pay 1. Let's get that N17 out of there. And then put another royal.
Really good daring raid.
Put another guard down. Control the ground. And that's it. Pass. I think I'll stick on 6 here. It's not like I don't think I run a single card over 6 anyways. So.
I'm not sure what the exact right sequence here is, but I think it's still probably right. This is a card that I'm super high on in this format. Is Kumogla Heavy Fighter.
Yeah. Exhaust each unit damage this way?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. That is really, really solid. I do think that is the right play for you. I'm gonna.
If you just like attack with Krennic, then you can just like start dump the damage on him. So I probably have to do that as like my first action.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna kill this attach and then put one on the base. Just do it that way.
All right.
Let's do it. I'm trying to think at the moment. What's gonna be best for me? 3 into base.
And you restore 2.
That is correct. Thank you.
As much as I really don't want you to.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hit your base for 1.
Yep. Go to 4. Put 3 into your base.
And 1 Starfighter.
That is one I will perilous position.
Got 3 resources left.
That is correct.
I'm actually behind in this race. But if I put you to 1 more is 23.
Yeah, I'm on 22 right now. So.
And I'm at this point taking 5 or
You're taking 6.
6 next turn.
Yeah.
So I do just like kind of kill myself with this Sabine thing.
Yeah, if you.
So I probably need to just claim.
Yeah, I think that's right. And then I just put down a Death Watch Loyalist,
right.
and then we pass. Okay. Now that's an interesting draw. Not good, but interesting, which is always fine.
I think I actually had a pretty good draw here. We're good to, we'll have a Death Space Skirmisher, and we'll exhaust Krennic.
You'll exhaust the Krennic. Sure. Well, then I gotta do it this way. 4. So this is now, I think I have to take out the Mining Guild, right? Because we're kind of in like a, we are in just race territory, so.
I will hit your base for 3.
Yeah, so I'm going to go to that. Let's put 3 into your base.
All right. I will daring raid your base.
Oof, I think that is game then, actually, because I think
because
I think I need to claim here, actually, right?
I mean,
because
very literally, yes.
yeah, because I need a claim here, and that's basically it. That's basically all I can do. Yeah, I got a claim, so that's fine.
And then I will.
You could also theoretically ping me if you really. Well, actually, no, you can't. You actually cannot.
No, I cannot ping you because then I died at any number of 3
Yep.
powers.
Oh, that would have been so nice to see earlier in the game, but that's okay. Yeah. All right. Swinging for 3. Heal 2. Surprise strike. Hit me with it.
I think you just got it.
Oh, okay.
Guerrilla Soldier, Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Hit you down to 1 damage on base. This Waylay that I held onto for a while and then just like never had a good use for it.
The Waylay on
it felt like that was a bit of a speed. It was good on that one turn, and I was kind of hoping that you would just like play something that cost more. But like, I don't want to be bouncing the Imperial Interceptor back.
No, the bouncing the Imperial Interceptor back's pretty bad. Drawing into the Magistrate Scout at the end felt like I was a little disappointed because
it was a little too late.
Little too late. But the Perilous in space felt pretty good on both of the targets, and the Interceptors.
Krennic looked really nice there too.
Krennic felt really good, and that felt like a pretty solid. Like you were dishing out good damage at the start. When you put the the twin laser turret on, I was like, the instant you did, I was like, I see why this is super awkward. Like I was like,
it's just not exactly how you want it to go.
Yeah.
So just doing a little sideboarding here for our next games. Sorry, I'm like jumping right into that, but
maybe
you may need a bit more time.
No. I'm gonna kind of talk through what I'm doing. So I am running these ATDP occupiers because they can get kind of cheap. But I'm kind of looking at this as like, yeah, this can get cheap, and I only have I have 3 of them in my deck. But there are.
I'm not giving you ground units to damage.
I have to do all my ground units. Yeah, so it's like the ATDP occupiers can come out. I was thinking that also for that exact same reason, the Death Trooper's got to come out, even though it's a really good way to present damage. It can just die to a daring raid, and that feels really bad. Similarly, the guerrilla attack pods are vehicles, so them getting to get that on there is really solid. Now, what I don't
like guerrilla attack pods like quite in the main because I am like getting to 4 resources a lot, but I'm just thinking like in general sideboard games versus interactive decks, I'm slowing down. Like here's just some big bulky vehicle or threats to bring in. Dagger Squadron, Pilot, and Breaking In are just kind of like the weaker pump spells that we have access to when we're playing against an interactive deck. So I just don't really like those. Yes, your motorcycle is very cool. I'm not a hater on motorcycles. Let me be clear. Just the revving it loudly in front of my apartment does get old. So I think maybe I'll just bring in a shoot down because I really don't want to have access to these. I don't know if I want a ton of shoot downs, but I don't think 1 is going to be too bad. I'm pretty happy just to get these out of my deck, be just a little bit more value oriented, more mid rangey.
Yeah, and just to bring up what the rest of the sideboard looks like for me, it's a Rival's Fall and then some Purge Troopers, just because again, Pauper is very much an untested format.
So it's kind of weird, like building sideboards for each other with these, where it's like, all right, I kind of know some of what you want to do, so like I don't want to have like too obscenely targeted, whereas like here's 10 cards for your Vader deck.
Yeah,
like that's not really fun, but also like
it's and that's why like
Vader's a kind of a reasonable thing to respect with your sideboard, so like it's not.
And as far as lists go, we were very much both aware like Sabine is going to be a relevant leader in this format.
Yeah.
Vader is going to be a relevant leader in this format. With our Boba 1 testing though, I think he's going to be relevant, but maybe not to the same degree he was when he was legal in Premier, and that's just because he doesn't have access to Cunnings. Doesn't have access to Cantina Bouncers, ramp,
like the ramp just isn't as good in this.
The ramp's not as good.
I don't know if we want to have Boba Fett legal or not. I think that's an interesting question. Jango Fett is like
Django Fett.
I don't think you could ever like ban him and Pauper, and the way the card pool currently is, because it's like IG 2000 and War Juggernaut are what make him insane.
Yeah,
otherwise at common he's like actually kind of medium minus. So like I feel like there's no conversation around Django. Around Boba, it's like, he's probably still just ultimately too good because of the stat line, but it is a bit more interesting.
Yeah, and he's definitely not... He's not the same type of powerhouse he was with all of the obscene legend card, just like Set 1, Cunning, Cantina Bouncer, like all these cards that just put him up on value. Like they were the reason why he was good, and your access to that in Pauper is much more limited. It's waylays,
and Relentless Pursuit is kind of the same.
And
those are like really
Relentless
really
Pursuit is a really really good card. And I just a card down by you. Thank you very much. So. I'll say it for now. I was considering putting Grenade Strikes in this list.
That was a card I thought about too.
Yeah,
I did some playtesting of this list versus the CAD list, and oh my god, this was so destroyed by the CAD Bane deck, because it's just like throwing 1 damage, and I've got all these like 2/1s in space. It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Played a contracted Jump Master, and it's just here's a 2/4 Sentinel, and also I pinged your thing on ETB.
Yeah.
Horrific.
Ay.
So I am wondering if this Sabine deck is at all good, but. It does execute a plan. It forces people to care about space.
That is true.
And that's at least a pressure to apply. So
that is true.
Ooh.
Oh, this is interesting. Oops. I didn't even see what that was.
You're good.
Congratulations. All right. I'm gonna
give this a shot.
I'm gonna keep the funny. I don't even care. I'm keeping the funny.
We'll start off with an N1 Starfighter.
You know what? Hello. It's good to see you.
I think that means I just claim.
I think I just passed. Ooh, down. Nah, no. I can put you down. That's okay. Alrighty.
If I attack the base, you attack me back.
And I
end up with 1 damage on your base. There's a possibility that things go wrong, and I just don't think that's worth the 1 damage that I end up on.
Yeah, I get it.
If you have like a Perilous and just kill this with that instead, then like I'm really in trouble. Mm-hmm. Wolfpack Escort.
Ooh, I respect the Wolfpack. This is the point where I have to claim because I got nothing else to do. So,
I'll play a Mining Guild TIE Fighter. I will ping this turn.
Mm-hmm. Already claimed. Yeah.
Thinking about this last resource, but I think I'd just be patient and then I'll pass.
And play another Wolfpack Escort.
No, I would not hesitate.
Oof. This is a little rough for me at the moment, but I have to be patient.
Yeah.
I have to be patient. I think
also, this is going to be a little awkward interjection in the video, something I forgot to say beforehand. In general, just like no swearing if possible. I don't believe either of us do much of that.
I don't think
it's one of those things that like I have like kept consistent in my content, and
I don't think I've sworn yet.
I don't believe so. So it's not
maybe I have once, and that
I think you're good. It's not a.
It's gonna be too into base with the probe droid, and it's an understandable thing to request. To be frank with you,
2 to your base.
I'll go to 3. Here is where things are interesting. I think I actually just soft pass here.
Interesting. So what would make you do that? The Imperial Interceptor is just like good on deploy here, so there's like not that's not it.
Yeah.
So it's not like the worst case scenario for me.
Certainly not.
So I think I just hit for 1. Just keep it simple.
Yep. I'm gonna soft pass again.
Cartel Turncoat.
Okay, that's a little bit different. I think in this case I will just Crushing Blow the Turncoat.
And draw your card.
Draw a card. Yeah, that's fine with me.
I will ping with Sabine.
Yep. And then this is where I will claim.
I will deploy, hit you for 3.
Yep.
Contemplate my life choices. And probably just waylay this probe droid, I guess. I don't like it. It's a little sad, I just need to use my resources this turn. I have a way to use resources on future turns. Like I understand. It's not ideal, but then I'll pass.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa. Let's think about this one.
Yeah, I can put one of these down. You're not shaping out how I want you to, but that's okay. That's okay.
Sure. This is kind of a weird card in the matchup, but you've claimed, so
I have claimed. Now it's just me. It's me contemplating my life choices.
That is not a rush to say make a decision right now.
No. I'm gonna pay 2, play a Pike Sentinel.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I will make this interesting. There's a card I was considering. Like, do I play this? Like, it's kind of weird for how I play this turn, but because you have specifically 1 action before I can deploy, not that like that's ever not the case, but I think it's like
I'm gonna put 2 damage onto him, and I will let you. Ooh, actually, that's a great question.
It's an interesting spot.
This is a really interesting spot. So I think because it kind of no matter what I do here, right?
Yeah,
you're gonna ready.
Or either I just kill the Pike Sentinel, or I'm readying and then probably trading into it.
Yes. So
you're either putting 2 or an all on Pike Sentinel.
Yeah, and that's where I think I'm gonna go 2 because you're gonna clear it kind of no matter what happens, right? Yep. Like you're gonna have to. So yeah, that's fine. Now this is again interesting question time.
And you also probably want to this is probably the right move because now because of the Krennic buff, you're trading with the Gorilla Soldiers.
Yeah.
So that's actually quite good.
That's. I'm gonna put this down in space. I gotta try and stem the bleeding a little bit. The supremacy tie.
Interesting. So, Sabine will deal 1 to your base and take 3 from the Pike Sentinel.
Yep. That's the right move. I will flip into Krennic.
I will hit your base for 2.
Yep. I'll go to 12. I will hit the Sabine. Take the 2 back.
I will attack and draw with Mining Guild.
Yep. 1 damage. This is where I'm going to claim. Tapped out.
And yeah, I do just
Trade
have
it.
to make this trade happen. It's awful and I hate it, but it's what we got to do. And I am really far behind this game now. And I'm passing.
Yep. Okay. Not as... Well... No, you're still relevant. You'll always be relevant to me. Thank you, Vanquish, for always being relevant as a resource. Alright, let's see. Do I just trade with the Gorilla Soldier and put you on a board of nothing? Yeah, I think I do that. Heal 2.
Get kind of a funny play here with the second Gorilla Soldiers.
Ooh, that is actually a really, really, really funny play. You know what I'm going to do? I'll just put it all on base. I don't even care. Ready that sucker up. It's fine by me.
And 1 Starfighter.
Another Perilous.
Oh no! Oh no!
Slow balling the Perilous for 10 turns. For 4 turns, rather.
Yeah, probably just claim here.
I think that's right, yeah.
Trying to ping here versus the onboard restore dude is not it.
Not going to work out, yeah.
I'm not doing all that. I guess I just kind of throw the attack pod down in a very sad not
That is
15.
That is
You were
really
if
sad,
if it wasn't there was a lot of things other than Perilous, but Perilous was really good there because that keeps you the 2 away from the 15 for the Gorilla.
Yeah.
And that's what I could have pinged with Sabine last turn and then pinged this turn to try to set it up, but the Krennic also messes all that up.
The Krennic
so
does
it's
a
just
lot,
like,
to mess that up. I think here I can't be cute. I want to be cute. I've got cute plays, but I can't. And
the devil on your shoulder says you're up a game.
Oh yeah, the devil on my. You know what? You're absolutely right.
I'm not. No, do the right play. Do the right.
The cute play is me playing a Vanquish, and I just shit talked Vanquish. I'm like, it's just kill the. Oh wait, there I just swore. Oops.
It's okay.
Oopsies.
Once in a while is not the end of the world.
I was talking crap about this Vanquish,
heuristic.
And I can kill the Gorilla Attack Pod, or I can play like 2 cards. I think the right play is still for me to play the Vanquish and just kill the Gorilla Attack Pod.
I think that's excellent for you.
Yeah, it's very boring. But
and I will claim.
Yeah, and then I'll just put 3 to base, kill 2. But very, very much less interesting than what I had originally planned. Now,
Certainly.
Now this is a way more interesting hand that I just drew into. So that's 1 card, and I'm like, this hand went from very boring to, wow, I can make a terrible play this turn.
I'll start with a Komogu Heavy Fighter.
Ooh, ouch. Yeah, I'll just put it on base.
Yeah, all on base is fine here.
6. There we go. Yeah, it's 3 damage, right? Wish it was higher. So wish it was higher.
It's like both okay here and also like not really good enough to start turning this around.
It's true. This is actually like now I'm in a weird spot. Okay, yeah. So I think I'm gonna do it this way. Do that. 3 damage.
Cartel Turncoat.
Yeah, I can't really stop the turncoat on that one. You know what I can do? 3. I played it for 3.
The value.
The value.
Crackshot V-Wing?
Oh my gosh, my beloved Crackshot V-Wing?
Yeah.
3 into base.
Claim.
Pass. You will be seeing more of Crackshot V-Wing basically in everything. That card is good in this format.
It's also neutral.
It being neutral is...
You're just going to see a lot of that
You're
card.
just going to see a lot of it, yeah. It's also like it's like fighters as well, and it's like basically
Republic Vehicle Fighter. That's a lot of
it's a lot of relevant keywords. It requiring other fighters is relevant because basically everything is.
Yeah, like basically every cheap space unit is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trading in there.
I respect it.
That's just sucks, but like that's just the best use by a lot.
Take that out.
That's really, really bad for me.
Devastating. The fact that
one could say devastating. Yes.
I'm every time I remember that devastating gunship costs is a common. I'm like I'm bamboozled.
I'll exhaust Krennic.
I think that's understandable.
It's just gonna take a second here to readjust the camera a little
bit.
Yeah, looks like
do what you gotta do.
You got a little bit off-centered, which is just gonna happen when we're like.
When we're playing, yeah.
We're playing and like touching the table and moving things, and this thing is just sitting on a bunch of CDs and not like a boom mic that's attached to the table. So yeah,
so it's not hanging from 6 2x4s from your ceiling.
Yeah, that would be if I just had all the money in the world and owned this apartment. Yeah, play a droid missile platform.
It's a really good card in this situation. I'm going to crash the ATDP into your base for 3 damage. He's not doing anything. He's just
but you have Overwhelm.
It's true. I do have Overwhelm. You could surprise strike into Krennic. Theoretically, that is definitely an option.
So how much is 2 damage versus having the initiative here?
That's a great question.
If you take it, you're going to run the devastating gunship into probably the droid missile platform. Mm-hmm.
This is a moment where I wish I had Daring Raid in hand.
I still think I just do the 2 damage to your base. Just to keep it simple. Make you use your actions next turn, I guess.
And
I don't know.
Yeah, and here I claim. So
and the race is still close enough that I don't think I want to ping, so I will pass.
I would agree with that, yeah. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh no! Oh, that's that's
this can't be good for me.
That's disgusting.
Is it the second devastating gunship?
It might be
the second devastating gunship on the droid missile platform is really bad. For me.
It might in fact be the second devastating gunship, and that's why I immediately went, that is gross. I'm gonna put the 3 damage right onto that devastating gunship.
Yeah, that's fine. That's couldn't go bad for me.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I will hit your base for 3.
Go to 5. In this case, I'm going to put the devastating into the cartel to draw a card, put 2 damage on here.
Blue Squadron Assault Wing.
Pretty good choice. This time I actually will kill this guy because.
And then I take 2.
You take 1 less.
I sold them.
Yes.
I fleeced them for extra life.
You actually did, because when I realized, my Krennic can still die, I went, that's not good. I can't have that happening.
We'll pack a score.
So here is an interesting conundrum for me. It's actually not that interesting. Open fire the Blue Squadron Assault Wing, and then I'm going to trade the...
I claim and then...
Yeah. So I heal 2. I'm actually going to heal 4 because I'm swinging a base with Krennic.
And I take 3, yes. 18.
And I pass there.
Ooh. 2 1-drops. Excellent.
As is the pain of life. We'll hold on 8.
I'm going to punch it to your base for 5.
Ouch. Take me to 18. I respect the punch it.
Mm-hmm.
How cute do I get? I get cute.
I'll daring raid the other one.
I respect it.
Arguably should have sequenced that differently, but I kind of just wanted my damage.
No, that's understandable. So this is where, again, I'm like, this is like, oh no, I actually have to hold that card. I gotta hold it and fold it. That's you know what? It's funny. Sure, why not? 3 into base. Kill 2.
Keeps coming up. Guerrilla soldiers.
Does keep coming up. I'll put 3 damage onto the walker. That's fine. 3 into base.
Claim and hope that there's something that deals 14 damage.
Sure. I've been there. Scout.
14 damage in 1 action. That's all I need.
Loyalist. Sure. You know what? I'll just dump my hand. Why not?
Yeah. Definitely feeling the burn of those cartel turncoats too, where like you have drawn a lot of cards from those.
It's the cartel is giving me card draw is quite nice.
That's 2 of them seen so far.
Yes.
So we draw here. 2 Green Squadron A-Rings. That's going to be match.
That will be match. I had more shenanigans in hand. I need to actually. I was a little worried before I dumped my hand, but it was the walker. I was like, oh, if I burn the direct hit to kill that, right? I was like, oh, you play a walker, that walker comes in ready. That's actually like a non-insubstantial good play of like, you can kill my Krennic, you get your walker out, it actually is presenting threatening stat lines, and I have to be concerned about that. So I had to hold it for that reason. Love me some Guerrilla Attack Pod. Set 1 classic.
Yeah, set 1 banger right there. That's...
Thank you again for telling me about the Royal Guard Attaché. I definitely forgot that card existed, and he performed well as an excellent little 1-drop.
He's just a stat line that shows up, but like pretty good stat line.
Yeah. As far as cards that I was a little iffy on going into this matchup, I was actually iffy on the Supremacy Tie.
Oh no, that card's just solid.
It worked well, but I was sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, if you like can what's the phrase I'm looking for here? Like bouncing that is pretty rough, and I wasn't sure if you ran Saboteur, the upgrade. It's a 1/1 and
the Jyn Erso.
Yeah,
card.
the Jyn Erso card, yeah. Because I was like, then this card is like not so good. I'm paying for a 3/3 that kind of didn't do anything, which is fine.
No, but like the Sentinel is just such a disruptive ability in general. I think that's something that you're pretty excited in most contexts.
Yeah, no, I agree. It was just I wasn't sure if you were running the Saboteurs because that's where my brain went to immediately of like you're in red yellow like
Saboteur is in the ballpark.
Yeah, getting to just jam that card feels pretty good.
I was I'm so on that Sabine deck. There are some underperformers for sure. Like I mean, like the 2 1-for-1s in space are like never amazing, but the plan is that just like to be chump checking people that like, are you ready for this?
Yeah,
and you were ready for it.
Yeah,
and like it's sort of like hard to rate its performance on some aspect of that, but maybe there are too many pump spells.
This is where I asked the question of: are you running the little raid pilot in there?
I had 2 of the Dagger Squadrons.
You did have 2 of the Dagger Squadrons?
But I boarded those out. That just seemed like not where this matchup wanted to be for them.
Yeah.
Because it's just like a pump spell, but also not as good as Surprise Strike or Punch It. It's kind of where I was visualizing that card. But
I think you have an acceptable amount of ground vehicles as like, well, if you wanted to kind of like stay on that vehicle side.
And that's, I think, maybe a conceptual issue with the deck versus like... When Sabine Yellow existed as a thing in like set 1 and set 2 in particular, like being a space aggro deck kind of meant something. And since Jump to Lightspeed, it's like everybody can have a space presence if they're conscious about it in their deck building, or conscientious of it in their deck building. Not conscious.
Well,
I guess that word also kind of works in this context.
You do have to be conscious and thinking about your deck building, so it's true.
But like you can be in space if you want to, and so being like a pure space aggro deck doesn't work as great. Vader Yellow is kind of like an interesting exception to that in Premier. But,
and that's because Vader Yellow is a crazy fella.
There's some other stuff going for it. So I'm gonna do odds for Padme, even for Cad Bane as we gear for match 2. That's going to be Cad Bane coming to town.
All right, I'm going to odds evens myself. Odds Von Reg, evens Vader. Who do we got coming in? That's a Vader list already.
This might not be great for you.
No. This is how quickly can I vomit crap on the board?
I'm going to try to ping a lot of it off quickly.
Yeah, this is going to be a little spicy.
So this Cad Bane showcase was one that we imported from the Connecticut PQ. That we were in that,
is that Connecticut?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Because I got him and the Gar Saxon showcases in person. And that was that horrific snowstorm on the way back.
That was terrible.
That was horrible.
Boy. Happy that we're out of that for now.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, there's an upcoming planetary qualifier that I want to go through that story again. It's like, oh yeah, that'll be nice to go, not in like the worst snowstorm we've had in a while, and also the state of Connecticut just being physically unable to actually plow a road competently.
That was that really was incredible.
That was personal. Yeah, that became a personal vendetta. I have not forgiven the state of Connecticut and will not for a while.
It was because we saw the state line, and you could see the line in the snow of where the state line ended, and we went, it is just Connecticut, isn't it?
And then it was just like a normal bad snowstorm, and it was like, whatever. It's like, we're going slow, but I'm at least confident that I'm not going to kill my passengers.
Hey, we were hydrated, we were fed, we had music playing, it was fine.
That's true. We did listen to Wu-Tang Clan. Enter the 36 Chambers.
Yeah, we were.
One of the few non-metal albums that was on my MP3 player at the time.
I was thinking to myself, I'm like, what were we complaining about on that drive?
I remember you and Dan talked a lot about David Lynch movies.
That's true.
Give me a synopsis of Twin Peaks.
Yeah, I was.
I'll start with the initiative for this one because I lost.
That's respectable.
We're just gonna keep that train rolling.
Yeah, I was in the middle. I'm still technically in the middle of watching some David Lynch. I got my good old pal David Lynch on the brain still.
This is a weird one. This card's probably not very good for a long time.
This card
and like these all like are pretty good, but they just kind of.
I'm gonna show one of my resourced cards because this was a recent edition, and I think this card in other matchups very good. Focus Fire with this Vader list pretty solid. This matchup not so much, but
trying in the Pauper cube that I've worked on. Mm-hmm. Playing games with that, which Vader, by the way, 3-0'd the draft I did of that.
Oh, really? Oh,
the sociopath draft where I do like all 8 players myself.
That is sociopath drafting.
Yeah, but like it's so fun. Highly recommend that if you have a cube, just like do it. It's great. And Vader was the 3-0 deck from that. And I had Focus Fire in the main deck, and I never once used it. And I was like, I'm cutting Focus Fire from the cube now because I had an incredible Vader deck with it in the main deck, and it just didn't matter. I'm like, how more vehicle centric, like swarming of a vehicle deck, am I going to have than that one right there? And I'm just like, I don't think that's.
I'll be honest, it's my anti-protect the pod deck.
Yo, protect the pod is a busted card.
That card is crazy.
I think I pass.
I think that is probably the right move for you. In this case, though, you're going to see some wacky crap.
Interesting.
I went around.
I will just Cloud Rider it and trade.
I respect it. You know what?
So that way we can.
That's true. And then I claim.
Then I'll pass.
Yeah.
Now what do we do, Batman?
Oh, that's a much better card. It's a much better card than what I just previously had.
Yeah, we can.
Do I actually put this down? No. I have to put this card down. It's much better, but also much worse at the same time.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I figured.
We're just going to play the raw Smuggler's Shuttle.
And then I claim.
I'll pass.
Great.
Oops. Yeah, now you can get resourced.
Ooh, actually, I actually do resource that. That's a controversial play.
Actually, I do have the Fortnite Battle Pass.
It's true. Tap that.
This card is that
I
was impressive from the Sabine deck. Like the Kamokla Heaven Fighter, I'm probably a little too cute with that, but that card is like nice first
I
base
think
aggro.
Death Space Skirmisher is going to be a standout card in all of these Pauper matches where there's a hefty space presence.
Like I think this was before we started rolling, but it talked about like Star Wars is always tempo. Mm-hmm. It always cares about tempo. It doesn't always care about card advantage, and this is a card that's just like, hey, this is tempo.
It's true. It is true. It is true.
This doesn't feel like the best use of my resources, but at the same time, I think it's probably just fine. So I will CAD ping.
Yep.
Get to...
good sir, what would you like to ping?
That's your choice.
Oh, it is my choice. Ooh, in this case, well, everything.
This is not a Quinlan.
Everything kind of dies no matter what I do here. So yeah,
you probably do that because that way I can't just like trade over.
I think that's fair. So I put the 7th Fleet into base for 3.
I go to 3 and I will claim.
I'm going to Vader activation.
Okay, good. You found the pile
it begins,
of TIE Fighter tokens.
I'm now going to begin shifting.
Yeah.
Shifting slowly over as it happens. Put that guy down.
Mm-hmm.
There he is. And then I'll pass. Hey, you're back. It's good to see you. I really don't like it. It's you're my cutest, my favorite, but you have to go down.
I think we just start with trading a shield token for a
I think that's
Death Space Skirmisher.
I think that's fair. Put 3 into base.
I probably just try to milk value out of the kill the TIE Fighter and try to get a little bit more squeezed out of the Starfighter.
It's fair. Ping the shield off?
Outer Rim Outlaws come with a shield and
is an
ping with Cat Bane.
I'll put the there. Let's see. Vader token. Almost did that incorrectly.
Onyx Squadron Brute.
Oof. Let's put another one of these out.
I will claim.
Let's see. What is the right thing for me to do here? I think the right thing for me to do is actually to kill the Onyx Squadron Brute.
Yeah.
Because you can,
otherwise I start to get quite a bit of value and I will restore 2.
Exactly. Yeah. So
or heal 2 damage from it. It is not restore. My apologies.
Well, it's all kind of the same thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually things are gonna get fat, so I'm moving everything down a little bit. And then I got 1 card in hand, and I will pass.
But I need all of these.
Hey, get rid of one of these cards. Oh, that is... Yeah. I can't afford to be cute with it. I want to be cute with it, but I can't.
Alright, so now we're both on our flip turn.
That we are.
Probably just start by killing the...
This one?
That one. I think makes the most sense.
Well,
hold on a second. Maybe I killed it late P38 because the P38 ping either goes here or here.
Mm-hmm.
Neither. Well, it's actually kind of impactful there because then the TIE Fighter trades in. So yes, I do kill it.
I was going to say, I think no matter what you do, the answer is don't kill the P38. And that's your choice, right? So then this is a different question that I have to ask myself, emotionally speaking.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that this is still correct. I think I do that. I think I pay 6 for the light cruiser because he's a chunky boy. and that's acceptable.
I will deploy Cat Bane.
Vader?
I will hit your base for 3.
I will take 3 on my base. I will flip Vader onto one of the many TIE fighters, and I will make 2 more TIE fighters.
I will Rivals Fall Darth Vader.
That is completely fair. And
Alright, the TIE fighter being piloted by Darth
Yes,
Vader.
yes. I will put 3 damage into your base.
4 into yours.
Yes, sir. I'll go to 7. Whatcha? 3.
Claim.
And last one for the road. And then I will pass.
Interesting.
You can go down.
Once again, a card that I want to play it in everything. It's Komodo Heavy Fighter.
Okay. 3 damage. I'll just put it right on my base. That's fine by me.
And then I'll do 2 damage with the Cat Bane.
Yep. That's my choice. Dealer's choice.
Yep.
Put it on the Corporate Light Cruiser. I think that's fine by me. Skirmisher to tap down the Cad Bane.
I'm getting a little rolled here. I will hit you for 3.
Yep. Go to 13. We're going to put the P-38 in, ping it, send it out. Goodbye.
Play Black Sun Starfighter.
Actually good here.
Kind of?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's stopping my activations from activating, from doing things.
But don't you just kind of trade here and then then you just get to do everything else?
I mean, I can also just throw my TIE fighters in because it's
that's more damage.
It's technically more damage. So you claim here, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So I'm going to trade 2 TIE fighters in, cash them in for a check, and then this is going to be 4 9 damage into base.
So I have 8 more damage left to assign.
There we go. Pass. So I'll keep that card in hand. We'll say it is nice not having to worry about force throw. And then I remember there is a different card that they printed in yellow that lets you rip cards out of hand at common value. And I went, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's so innocuous.
Yes.
That's probably just a good card to have exist in the world.
Yes, and it's very much a tech piece, right? Like in most of these Pauper style matchups. So,
We'll do 5 for the Smuggler Starfighter. That's,
oh my gosh,
of course, not in the pile that I pick up. Or it's 4. Okay, wait, hold on a second. That might affect my rating.
Oh,
Lord, I'm throwing everything.
The cards are going everywhere.
Okay, it's actually 4 to smuggle. So do I do something differently with my life?
I was gonna say your math now has to change.
Yeah, I probably resourced that one because I have a 4 drop in hand that I didn't think I was gonna be able to play. So now I'm nodding aggressively. Smuggle out the Smuggler Starfighter.
Yeah, what are you giving -3 to?
I'm going to give -3 to the Corporate Light Shuttle.
Okay.
And then I will CAD.
Okay. I will put the 2 damage onto the Skirmisher.
Okay.
Alrighty. Let's see. I'm going to put 3 into base. Start that off.
We don't need to play this out. I'm just dead here. So
fair enough. Yeah,
you're gonna put.
I drew into the cute cards finally. So
this is gonna be 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
That's actually Xaxes.
Oh, is it? Yeah. And
I'll put 7 into your base. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. But I did finally draw into the cute cards. I was very sad. I had to resource my for the camera. Tri-Droid Suppressor is my personal MVP for this deck.
It's a very cool card.
Every time it gets played, it's very funny, especially if you pair it with something like Timely Intervention, where you're like, I'm going to play a 4/7 for 4 and give it ambush, and it taps something on the ground, and
then Vader gets in.
And then Vader jumps on it, and you're like, oh, wow, he is actually just a rolling death ball. Almost like a little mirror. Well, I wish he was a mirror metal sphere. Oh boy.
That's Invisible Hand.
Yes, Invisible Hand is very much
the Twilight of the Republic Invisible Hand. I messed it to my friend when it was spoiled, and I'm just like, it's literally just mere Battlesphere. It's like we can have all this conversation about, oh, it's kind of this, kind of that. It's like, no, it's just actually mere Battlesphere. It's just all of these numbers. It's mere Battlesphere.
Yep.
It's a very silly card that way.
Okay. So let's look.
So these 3 are coming in. The rest of my board is not. We've got these Street Gang Recruiter for grindy matchups, Gamorrean Guards, and this extra Cloud Rider for getting beaten down on the ground, and that's none of what's happening here. But we might. This is going to be like the time to shine for Fleet Interdictor too. So.
Yeah. So for the reference, I do have like waylays that I could like sideboard in. Those are probably going to come in game 3 because again, trying to treat this like I don't have foresight knowledge on what you're sideboarding.
Yeah. It's like some understanding of like pretending that we understand a macro archetype but we not maybe have like the exact list.
Which is where I'm like encouraging leadership coming in is really interesting with the pings that you provide.
Because it's like a weak value unit that's like not going to be amazing here. Maybe it shouldn't be in the deck at all, but we're here now.
Air superiority seems maybe fine, but I'm going to be honest, I don't think I need it. I don't
think you need it.
I think the encouraging leadership is fine to come in as an interesting, like, kind of, I'm going to say tech option. You can put that in.
But like, if you're ahead, it's just going to make it harder for me to try to catch back up.
And that's where I think the X-34 land speeders come out, because like.
I'm just going to outvalue those pretty effectively.
What are these cards going to do on the ground? Nothing. He's kind of supposed to be like a turn 1 play, but. Come out, the leaderships can come in. If I need the focus fires later, I could always take those out if I really wanted to, but I'll leave them in for now. I think it's, well, you know what? Air superior. We'll bring 2 air superiorities in.
I don't think you want that card.
Really?
I'm gonna have like Crafty Smugglers, Outer Rim Outlaws. Those are kind of the ground units that I'm
that's
playing.
True, yeah, because it's only ground units. I'm saying they're actually just thinking to myself, well, I can have 2 of these and I can just kill Cat Bane. And that, which is pretty bad to think.
That does legally work, but you also just like have Death Space Skirmisher, which like was insane tempo there.
Yeah, Death Space Skirmisher. But I'm also like sitting here thinking, I'm like, the Bactoids also can like kind of do some work. So that's where I'm like, who knows? But,
okay, Bactoid plus Air Superior. That's not nothing. That's not nothing.
Yeah, but. That's where my brain goes. Where I'm like, it's 4 damage, which is like also it costs 2, where Focus Fire costs 4. And I went like, this is like a pretty reasonable like. I'm on my flip turn. I don't have a 6 drop.
I think this card is reasonable. I've actively been considering it in Premiere as like a way to answer a turn 1 Grogu or like another Force unit out of Han from the Vader deck. So like I have respect for the card. That's not what I'm.
That's not what you're getting at. You're like it's the if I want to kill a card that you put on the field, this is not the card for it, which I agree with.
I just don't think it's the matchup for like I am playing chunkier ground units that are either going to have too much health for it or have some of the like kill the Syndicate lackeys maybe, but I'm already ambushing for 5 or whatever, and Syndicate lackey's probably not great in this matchup.
Exactly. Where's the last one? You're in here somewhere, aren't you? No. It's going to be at the top. It is.
I just think Focus Fire is not it.
No.
Maybe it's better in your deck than I'm giving it credit for.
I haven't even had a chance really to use it because it's the same arena. So to be honest, I'm thinking it's probably more of a sideboard card for Ray matchups. Because they can bring in the Purgles, and that's where I'm thinking. That's where I was thinking about Focus Fire was if you're in a Ray matchup and they put a Purgle down, you're like, I'm gonna lose. Like that's a 2/7. Like I have to get through that. It's probably a 3/8. And sure, like you could just waylay it, but then they're just gonna replay it. It's only a turn of being delayed. Yeah. So I looked at it as well. I probably already have.
Because you are not going to be swept in this format either. So
no. Yeah. Currently there
Grenade Strike is like is an interesting card to consider for such token decks.
We have talked about Grenade Strike a lot,
and I haven't registered it in anything today.
No, me neither. And the one deck I was looking at, I was like, oh yeah, it'll be Krennic for the 1 damage ping on myself. Because I thought, that's kind of spicy, right? Like, you 2 damage to an enemy unit. Oh, hey, look, my, I don't know, my 2/4 that has a restore 2 on it is now a 3/3. That's kind of nice, huh?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, it's also kind of garbage. So, all right, I think I'm legally required to keep this hand. I think you would kick me if I like got rid of this hand.
I'm keeping this hand. It's okay.
It's good enough for me.
Beard hair stuck to the back of card sleeve. All right. Onyx Squadron Brute in my Underworld deck, but really
that's pretty solid.
High synergy.
I gotta get the Battle Druids now.
I will claim.
Completely irredeemable monster playing these Battle Droids. I'll pass.
Battle Droid is not there yet.
Yeah. Oh, it's on death?
I
forgot.
It is not Kajimi Patrollers.
It's not the Kajimi one. Yes.
No. That tells you how bad Twilight of the Republic was as a set.
Yes.
Is that like it's just so utterly outclassed by an innocuous common.
Yeah, there was a common two sets later that's basically the same card, and you're like,
blows it out of
this
water.
card?
I love Twilight of the Republic thematically and mechanically, but in the greater context of Star Wars, it's an infuriating set.
Oh, it's a...
I will kill here, take 2 damage, and
yes,
get the token. I like, you still play Confederate Courier in a lot of decks regardless, but it's so much worse than Kajimi Patrollers.
Oh,
it's insane.
Yeah. Second verse. Same as the first.
How badly do I keep this token train from rolling?
They're just little guys. What are they doing?
They are just little guys, but I don't want them to be little guys.
It's true.
I probably just need to like do some Cad Bane stuff, I guess. I'll play Nihil Marauder and.
Ooh, that is pretty good here. Where do I put the ping? I think I do. I think
you have to.
I do have to
token.
yeah. I have to do the Baldric token. That's fine. Here I'm going to claim,
and then I'll pass.
Yep, it's fine by me. Okay, so
I want to pretend have a snide comment about initiative mattering, but like no, I've had the initiative for like almost all of our games today.
Oh yeah.
Aside from the first one, I think it's been a
certainly.
No, yeah, I got O2'd and I'm down a game right now, but that's okay.
All right, so here I think I do have to P38 preemptively. I think that's the right move.
That's kind of awkward. I guess I just hit you for 4.
I think I do just take 4.
I'd be surprised how you didn't.
I would also.
I'm being punched.
I would like you to get punched for
in my own abode. I have been punched.
You've been punched.
I'll play a Zygerian Starhopper.
Can't stop this.
And Cad Bane you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make a token after that. But yeah, I'll put the 1 damage on the P38.
Yeah. That's like I still do that anyway, but it's just like it doesn't even really matter. I'll play another brute.
That is a brute. I will claim here.
And I'll pass.
Okay, now I'm in spicy resourcing territory. If I actually need to think really.
No, me too. I mean, it was kind of an easy resource for me, but it's like I have to be like pretty pleased with how this game is sequenced so far, but like it's gonna be worse. Yeah, you can.
Let me see if I can provide this to the camera. Let's see.
I'm not looking at cards, but I'm aware that the sun is setting out of this window here. So I've
been given an interesting opportunity for a couple of different plays within this line, and really it's just the question of how spicy do I want to get, which is the problem of how spicy do I want to get, because I think I have to do the slightly less spicy option because it's technically better on my resources, which is fine. That's how it goes. Okay. So...
who claimed there, actually? Is it you?
Yes, I claimed.
Okay.
Because I played the P38 and then I played Punch It. And you played...
I attacked at 1, 2, 3, so...
Yep.
Okay, so you got it.
Yep. I had 2 actions versus your 3. So now it's the question of.
Well, no, you also made a TIE fighter.
It's 3. 3. Yeah.
I think. So we're good.
Yeah, because how was it? It was something you had to swing with the Onyx as well, I think, right?
Yes.
That's what happened. You swung the Onyx into the Confederate.
No, the Onyx died to a ping.
It died to a ping from my P-38, but you had to take the action with it first, right?
Yeah, I've only had 1 attack with the Nihil Marauder.
Oh yeah, okay, whatever, it's fine. It doesn't matter.
I believe you have it.
I believe that this is correct. Yeah.
And I also don't think it's going to hugely factor into this turn.
No, I don't think so either. Because I have to swing with something in space, and really, it's just a question of
I'm not preventing a space swing.
How suboptimal does this get? Kind of is the question, right? So I think I'm just gonna put 3 into base, right? Like I think that's the right move. Could be wrong, but
I will put 2 damage on the Confederate courier.
Yep.
And you get a battle friend.
I do get a battle friend. That is correct. In this case, I think I'm going to put the TIE Fighter into the Onyx. Yeah, because otherwise you trade it. So we'll do that. Light to heal. It's fine by me.
It's kind of interesting, actually. But I also just kind of like getting pressure. Let's trade with the P-38.
Sure. I'll put 3 onto base. So I'll go to... Is it 3?
2. 2 indirect.
Jeez.
I'm
too used to playing JTL Boba. That's really all I can say. I'm way too used to playing JTL.
The 1 damage just goes on the Nihil Marauder from the P-38.
I'm going to pay 2. There's the better card. There's the card that's real and actually does things and is not bad.
You're going to hit your base for 4?
Yep. I'll go to 10. Okay. I think I do just do this here. Even though it's sub value, I do just get a 4/7.
Guess that attack with the Nihil Marauder was oddly effective.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a Komogla.
Sure.
And I literally spent time at work the other day thinking about how I'm supposed to stack this in a situation like this. I think I do the Cad Bane trigger first, and then I do a Komogla trigger. Okay.
Actually, wait. That's a good question, because here you have 4 damage that can swing in. So then this is technically a trade. So I don't want you to be able to do that. So I think I just put the 3 onto base. Actually.
Go to 13?
Yeah, I think I just go to 13. It's it's not great, but I think that's what I have to do to keep the Tri-Droid alive, which is what I need. Even though you can just vanquish it. It's also fine. It's not the end of the world.
You haven't made a token yet,
but
it is your action.
It is my action.
You did start the turn by attacking with a P-38, so you have the
I do have the option to make a token, but if I don't, I do get the initiative, which will let me kill this guy before he gets to swing next turn, which I think is better for me right now. So I think I'm just going to claim here.
Okay. No, pass.
Yeah. Because you don't get McClunkies. No, wait, you do. Those are comments.
God forbid a man draws a McClunky.
God forbid a man draws a McClunky.
It's we're into game 2, match 2 before I complained about the quality of my draw.
I was about to say before you exploded into. All right.
Yeah. What about my 2/4 Space Sentinel that I play 3 copies of?
I gotta bring the walker in.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think I just killed a Kijimi.
I think that's fine. This is where I'm going to make a space token.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to play a Black Sun Starfighter and ping with Cad Bane.
Sure. I will put the 1 damage on here. I'm going to pay 4 for a ambush. So that's going to make 2 TIE Fighters.
I'm going to deploy Academy.
Sure. I'm going to deploy Vader onto the Tri-Droid Suppressor, making 2 more TIE Fighters.
Alright, so he's a...
Chunky fella. Now a 9/12 with 3 damage, so a 9/9.
I will Perilous him.
I respect it. Make him a 7/7. Do what you gotta do. I will claim here.
I will put 4 damage on him and take 7 on Cad.
Sure.
Which is distinctly not dead.
That is true. That's true.
And then I'll pass.
Great.
I hate you. Now you show up to work.
Keep all these cards in hand. Untap my wall of goobers. Here they are. Look at these little fellas. These little fart smellers, as they say.
It's true.
It's true.
The intonation of saying it's true that way. That's 100% I've picked up from you. No other way about it.
That is accurate. All right.
How bad is it?
It's 9 into base.
9 into base? Cool. Love that. 1, 7, and 2. I would like you to pick a unit to deal 2 damage to.
2 damage? Sure, you can kill one of my TIE Fighters.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is a question. 3 into base?
Oh, I bungled this turn a little bit. I'm gonna
Trade off.
Trade out here.
Yeah.
I believe it works out.
Yes, I think that was fine for you. I don't think that was too bad. Put 1 damage in to the jump fighter.
Kill a TIE fighter?
Sure. I'll claim here.
Pass.
it's a we're
I don't know.
weird
It also
spot,
feels weird to complain about that. Like that's like I'm in a good spot, so I'm not like
we're in a really weird, and I mean this genuinely. This is just a weird situation, right? Like it's
like I need to get through these tokens eventually, so I don't think like attacking them is super bad, but it is also just like very suboptimal.
All right, here it is. Greatest of all time, coming in from the top rope. Paying 3 on this one. We're bringing in an elite P38 actually, because this card is
you're gonna deal
kind of goated. Yeah.
Oh, so you're just gonna wipe the board basically.
Yes. Yeah. So it's ping here, crash in, ping again. Yeah.
Black Sun Starfighter and activate Cadmium.
Actually crazy on this one. Sure, I'll kill one of my TIE Fighters. I'll make another TIE Fighter.
I will pay 4 and smuggle a Starfighter and debuff
damage?
that TIE Fighter.
I'll claim here then.
Then I'll pass.
Now we're in super awkward territory. Is what's happening here. So, because the problem is that if I get waylaid, things can get pretty bad for me, which is the issue. So I think here I need to. Do what I gotta do. He's the only one with shields, I think, that I run in all of these decks.
Play a Fleet Interdictor.
Really, really good card here.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the Interdictor. Trade the other one. Yeah.
TIE Fighter. I take 1 damage here.
Mm-hmm. I claim here because I got nothing else. Oh, excuse me. Ooh.
That doesn't work the way I want it to. Whatever, I'm like miles ahead. 3 to your base and then pass.
It's true. It's true. You are.
Yeah, that's
ahead.
a.
Yes.
Yeah, don't.
Yes.
Let's not overthink that one, William.
Nope. I think I have to
Full disclosure, I had a McClunky there, and so I'm.
Oh,
like,
you were like.
I'm like, okay,
yeah,
but
yeah.
so I get the Underworld trigger from Cad Bane, but the damage still has to happen from the McClunky first. So I think the 3 damage is like gonna have to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't, in fact, get to get everything when I'm really far ahead.
Mm-hmm. So in this case, I gotta put 4 into the Fleet Interdictor. Yeah, I know I'm gonna get hit for 6, but I gotta get through that thing. It's just the way it is.
Yep.
So,
I will hit you for 6.
Yep. I will go to 6. Here is where I'm gonna do P38. So ping that.
Defeat the space unit that costs 3 or less.
Ping that.
Board cleans up substantially.
It's true. It's true.
3 more to your base.
Yep. Let's make a fart smell. Here.
Second one's kind of mean.
Ouch. Yeah, that is rough for me. That is rough for me indeed. Okay. Well, kind of doesn't matter because like I need to be able to kill that.
Yeah,
And
so you have to.
I have to claim here.
Claim here.
And even then, if I had a focus fire, that still wouldn't be enough. So I need to have a breaking in.
But I'm not even like
or like a punch it. Yeah, and you're not even close. Yeah,
punch it would get you there.
Punch it wouldn't get me to winning, but it would get me to killing.
Yeah, it'd get you to
survive. Yeah, so I think I have to. Yeah, I just have to climb here.
And I'll pass.
Hope to draw a punch it. Well, you love to see it. You actually do.
9 resources here.
I'm gonna stick on 8. Yeah. I'll punch it in, even though the TIE Fighter will die. It's okay. Just the nature of it.
3 to your base.
Yeah, that's the part that's hard.
Yeah,
because I think
the whole everything is lethal.
Yeah, because even then I'm like I have like cute plays in hand, like I have a Confederate Courier, but I'm like doesn't really help.
Run Outlaws, ping it away.
Yeah, and then I just get the Tri-Droid out for the cost reduction.
Yep,
yeah,
and
then you just claim it. Yeah. Yeah. That's how this should be looking. I need to.
That's why I was a little frustrated earlier. I was like, I have so many Space Sentinels.
Yes.
Like I've got the Black Suns and the Contracted Jump Masters. I'm like, surely that should bridge me the gap. But.
Yeah, I think actually what I need to be doing is I need to be more aggressive about sacking my tokens actually, because they're gonna die anyways. So I think if I just get more aggressive about sacking them to the to all my exploit units, I think that'll be nice. You know, it'd also be nice to see one of the freaking Geonosis patrol fighters.
That's true.
That would be nice.
That's true.
I haven't
one
seen
of the better cards in your deck.
One of the better, more premium exploit cards that they printed.
Actually, now that I'm looking over there, you want to pull your map forward a little bit because I think that's how we're.
Yes, I think that's how we're shifting.
A little bit.
Because
I'm realizing it's like I had like 2 inches of space over here, and you were like right up to the edge of the table.
It's the very natural. Yeah. I always pull my mat down. Not sure why. I think I've been doing. You know what it is? I think I'm more because I think some of the mats that they printed are a little bit bigger.
Right? Yeah, and they'll have like some of them have the
stitched edging.
Stitched edging there,
which I'm gonna be honest, that should be bog standard in my opinion.
Yeah,
like that. I've considered like paying somebody to stitch the like whenever I win like a tournament and you get the nice mat. Whenever they're not stitched, I'm like I should be paying someone to like stitch these because
it's a nice those are a nice memento too. Like I love this Vader mat, but it's also like it's just a mat to me. I don't. Yeah. I liked it because I wanted to have something Star Wars when I was playing the Star Wars game, but
It's very funny. I very specifically only have one mat, and that was from going to Richmond for Star Wars. All my other mats are either other card games or artists I like. So
That is the one on your side. That is the first playmat I ever got.
oh, really?
That was at the Cons of Tarkir pre-release.
Ooh, okay.
At SUNY Polytechnic Institute.
Oh, wow.
North of Utica. They had a big gaming club there, so my little not rinky-dink, great people at the gaming club at Hamilton College, but we went up there. And so I was just like learning Magic at the time still. And I was like, all right, I need a playmat because all the cool guys have a playmat. So it was just me looking through. It's like, all right, this has cool art, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I've also really liked it since then because it is like pretty artwork, but it's also like not too attention grabbing. Like it is awesome for a stream setup because like that is just like so muted that it sits underneath the other cards really well.
Oh, what was the one?
Versus like I tried this Obedient Vanguard one and I was like, that's too bright.
the other one that you have sitting on your chair over there, the what is that one again? It's Open the Blast Shield.
Close the Shield Gate.
Close the Shield Gate. Yeah. I think the pastel mats that they've started doing, I really like those. I think it's less actiony than like some of the just hey, here's the card art, and a little bit more hey, here's this hand has to go away.
This is a reasonably aggressive ground hand, but like I'm just not. One single McClunky is not going to get me there.
So the double punch it timely. This is not, no turn one plays. If I had a single turn one play, I maybe would have been like, ooh, 2 punch its is like nothing to sneeze at. That's like fine.
So I will say an interesting point there was I am skeptical of encouraging leadership. So when I mentioned that Vader deck that I drafted, it also had that in the main deck, and so I was also that and Focus Fire when they were both extremely underwhelming in that. I was like, all right, if they're not popping off here, I don't want them. But the turn after you flip Vader, you had those like 5 tokens, and I had like the Sentinels to chew through that eventually. But like that was actually a really good window for encouraging leadership to be like +5 damage.
Yes, exactly. And that's what I was thinking about for this. It's like if I have a moment like that, it's a really good card. But in basically every other moment, it's super underwhelming, which is where I'm like, it's really situational, I feel, in that case. And thus kind of a perfect sideboard card. Very much better if nobody has any space, which is... if somebody doesn't have space, you're like, all right, sure, thanks. I have 12 tokens out. That's 24 damage. Were you alive after that?
Probably not.
Probably not. And if you were, you're probably Ray. So... you were probably at 0 damage on base anyways.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not... yeah.
This is what we call big mediums.
I'm going to just say you're going to be in a rough spot.
Okay.
Right. So we'll just do that. Alrighty. I
will Crafty Smuggler and get a shield and ping.
I will kill my token as God intended.
Yep.
And I will claim here.
I'll pass.
Great. All right. I think you have to go away, no matter how much I like you, but not for this matchup. Okay. All right. We have to do this right away. 1 into base.
And then 2 into yours.
Sure.
Hold on.
Oh.
I take the 1, sorry.
Things can change. That's life.
I probably just do this now while I can kill.
Okay, yeah.
I need to play my Underworld card now while I have the window to kill a token or a non-token vehicle.
A non-token vehicle.
That's a pretty big.
Yes. So in this case, we will pay 3
for the P38,
and I'll ping the shield off this time. Actually.
You haven't made a token yet?
I have not made a token yet.
So you're very likely to make a token.
That is correct.
I'll hit you for 2.
That's fair. I'm going to make a token.
I'm going to claim the initiative.
Yep. Oh, by the way, I just want to say, these tokens are like perfect for this setup.
Oh, yeah, no, I was like so hyped. I was like, that's just like, other initiative tokens are cool, but...
The red is perfect for always being like, where the hell is it?
Yeah. Get your token.
Thanks. I would have forgotten that.
Like, I love some of the guys locally have like the Beskar token
from
The Mandalorian season 1.
Yeah.
And like I think that's really cool, but it's also just like silver and black and kind of heavy and just sits in the corner. And I'm like this neat gets my ape brain working better.
I know that they were selling the aspect pins at Richmond, and I was like, oh, I should get like the cunning and aggression ones because that's like all I ever play. And then now I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, well, that is all I ever play. A, yes, but B, I'm also sitting here thinking to myself like, oh, sorry, 1 second. I gotta put a card down. I gotta think. This card, not great. Well, put that one down instead. It's fine.
So we do get to actually kind of like overwhelming barrage here.
Oh, that's true.
So I will deal 3 damage there, and then
Yes.
Cad ping away the token. Crafty Smug goes back to hand.
And I will pay. Because he's defeated, so that's a thing there, which is fine by me. So now I gotta think, how is this gonna work for me? I think that this is still the right play.
The ambush squadron. Yeah,
Yes,
that was pretty good here.
That's gonna make me 2 tokens right now, 3 total with the Vader activation.
And I'll play a contracted Jumpmaster.
Yeah, and then I'll make my 3rd Vader token.
And I will claim the initiative.
And I will pass.
All right. Okay, we're playing.
That we are.
I have weathered the early turns.
I think this one can go away. Because I think it's just going to be... Maybe? 1 second. I have to think.
You're good.
I don't like it. You're actually okay here. I really shouldn't overthink this at all, but I'm going to, because that's the way it is. Alrighty. It's pretty solid.
Starfighter, and I will Cat Bane.
Sure. One of these tokens is going to go away. It's fine.
I should get like the tokens that you put on top. I've been kind of a stickler to use like the tokens that they give us for the game.
Yeah.
But for a stream setup or a recording setup, I should spend the $30 or whatever and just get those for better visual representation.
That's that.
Okay, well you had to sack something to do that, so I can't say I hate that.
It's true.
I'll claim.
I'll put 1 into the shield. Or no, actually, sorry, 1 into base. Okay, keep things rolling. That's fine. I'm actually going to sack this. There it is. The little fell out.
Okay. It's not great for me.
Might as well.
Claim,
I was about to say, might as well pivot to the ground. Can't activate Vader. Pass.
You were simply too expensive, my friend.
I think I agree. This card is too expensive.
I will attack him there.
I respect it.
I feel like that's a kind of a no-brainer one.
I think that you're absolutely right on that front. We're just going to put 4 right into your base while I have the opportunity.
Nobody has dogs in this apartment building.
That's what I was saying. Well, yeah.
It's not that I'm upset by hearing a dog. It's just
that's more of a genuine confusion moment. For
yeah,
you. Yeah.
Who? How? What? Kamogla Heavy Fighter. Cad Bane first, and then 3 indirect.
Yeah, so I put the 1 in. I'm just gonna put that onto my base, I think, because I wanna. Well, I mean, you can always trade in with this anyways, but I want to keep it out of my clunky range. So.
Well, I have to.
Yeah.
That 1 damage is happening no matter what. So.
Yes, exactly. We're gonna do P38.
Shield token goes away. I will deploy Cat Banington.
Tap Mr. Banington, please. Send him to the Shadow Realm.
I'll play a Zygerian Starhopper, and I would like for you to deal 2 damage to a unit of your choice.
That's true. It is a unit of my choice, isn't it? I will put the 2 onto the Demolisher, I think, here.
I will. Or oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry. Or no, yeah, I played that. We're doing that. Okay,
Yeah,
it's your
yeah.
action. Your
Yep.
action.
I'm going to flip Vader onto the 3/3,
I'm gonna claim the initiative.
and I will pass here.
How do we feel about hubris?
If I get rivals falled here, that's fine. I'll be a little sad, but it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. It's a sad thing. It happens. It certainly happens. Okay. How do I want to do this?
And I get you at least in like a little bit of a squeeze here. Where
Yeah.
like you've got decent attacks with the P-38 and the infiltrating demolisher, but I get to like kind of fiddle around with them if you, whichever one you don't attack with, I get to interact profitably with.
There's one.
Interesting.
We'll leave that on the table.
That's
so
really
we're-
cool here.
Yeah, I was like, this is a really interesting moment. It makes this a lot more unfavorable for you.
I probably just take my lumps here, trade in, take 5.
Take 5, yeah.
And just be like, all right, whatever.
Yep. So you ready for it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Pondering the orb.
I was hoping I could get to the point where I was like, my space is alive and I've played 2 encouraging leadership.
Yeah, so I can't do anything about this elite P-38. It's got 4 health right now.
It's got 4 health.
So
right
it's
now.
just going to do 5 damage.
Mhm.
So I'm probably taking 11 here. How do I best counteract that? If I attack the Zygerian into the P-38, you still get to trade with something else.
Mhm.
So that becomes just an easy 2 for 1. I think I just put this into the
You
P-38.
put 3 in. Yeah,
3
that's
in,
fair.
so you kind of have to do something.
I'm like required to like probably trade it, right? Like,
yeah, like
it's-
if you just do that to
I-
damage to the base, that's not good
I
for
was
you.
gonna say I have to do the trade,
Yep.
and then I can just ping. Well, in this case, I just ping Cad Bane, right?
Yep.
Because that's just how it's gonna go.
And I think I just put 2 into your base.
You do, yeah. So I go to 7.
It's like I have enough wiggle room. I can take 6 damage here if you want.
I think I have to like clear the board still, because otherwise you get a favorable trade in, right? And so I think I put 3 in, 3 more into base, yeah, and then they're both going to die at end of turn because you get the trigger there. Well, I guess I could keep one.
Wait. All right, let's back this up.
sorry,
What are you
sorry.
doing again?
So
You've got 2 of these.
yeah, 3 in, 3 into base.
3 into base.
Yeah, for sure. Okay,
That's happened.
you
Yep.
claim.
I claim.
And then I'm putting 3 in to this guy. So he'll take 2 back. He'll die at the end of turn, but now I have 2 indirect coming in, which I can put onto my base.
1 there. 1 onto the TIE fighter that already had damage marked
yes.
on it, but is surviving due to
Yeah.
encouraging leadership.
Yeah.
And now we get to the end of turn.
Yeah. And then pass. Yeah.
Cool.
I got 1 unit on board. You've got Cad Bane, which is pretty good.
I do need to just like kind of get the game over with, so
Yeah.
I will play the Fleet Interdictor.
Sure.
Even though I have like 10,000 smaller things to play, like that's just gonna be
Pay
worse
8,
to waylay. But
backjoyed into Cad Bane.
2 damage. It's not a whole lot on him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll claim.
I will make a token.
He's not a vehicle.
He's not a vehicle.
I regret to inform.
Dang it. I forgot.
He's really cool.
I
still
always,
like it.
I always forget because like he looks like a vehicle, and every time I'm like, he should be a vehicle.
That's the point. The part that I don't get is like that's not a vehicle, but the Tri-Droid suppressor, that one is a vehicle.
And they are like they both got that like orb body. It's like they
Yeah, it's like
I
these are the same class of unit to me.
Oh yeah, 100%. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so
I just pass here. That's no problem. Yeah. Who up holding cards in their hand?
Yeah, I'll go to 9.
I'll stick on 8. What am I gonna do? Play cards?
Still not really doing too much about this Bactoid, so I think I just have to Rival's Fall.
Ah, yes. The fall. Goodbye, Bactoid. You're a beautiful, beautiful little fella, as they say. Sure, I'll just put 1 in. You do what you gotta do.
6 base.
Yeah. Incremental accumulation of damage. He'll die. And he'll die. They'll both die.
Nihil Marauder.
Yeah, I can't do much about that.
I can't do much about that claim.
I'll make another fella. And there we go. Thank you, Corporate Light Cruiser. You did.
Yeah, that card's impressive.
You did your job. All right, let's see what I get. Anything interesting? Not really, but you know what? Whatever. Who cares?
Contract Jump Master, ping with Cat Bane.
That's fair. I'll take out one of these TIE Fighters. Okay. How do I want to do this? Is a good question. Okay.
Been tapped.
Being tapped.
I guess I'll Perilous.
The Kim Jin.
Yeah, prevent you from making a token and getting 1 damage in.
I think that's actually the complete right move here.
Another Nihil Marauder.
That's pretty spicy. Let's see. I think I just claim here, actually.
And I will pass.
Yep.
Staying on 9.
Alright, I think I'm going to stand on 8, but let me check my resources for the one relevant card. Did I resource this earlier?
I saw the timely earlier.
It's true.
Or not earlier as in I know it's in your deck. I don't think it showed up this game.
It hasn't shown up this game yet. I don't think I've seen one of the 3. No, I haven't seen one of 3. So, alrighty. Well, it doesn't really change too much, but it does make this play a little bit more awkward, but I think that's fine. We just try droid tap one of these.
I will do 4 for a Smuggler Starfighter. I'm going to shrink here.
Yeah.
And then ping with Cat Bane.
Okay. It's 1 damage coming in.
Yep.
I will put the 1 damage on the... Well, no, I shouldn't do that because then you can just trade with that favorably. So I shouldn't do that at all. Probably trade. That's fine. That's probably what I need to do here. I need to swing in to get my lumps.
And this way I get to guarantee another turn of keeping the Jump Master alive. Jump Master's going to hit your base for 2.
Yep. Go to 4. Vader?
4 to your base.
Yep. Go to 6. Okay. Here, I think I just have to claim.
Play a Zygerian Starhopper and another Jump Master.
Very rough for me. That's going to be difficult.
I will pass from there.
Okay, alright. Okay. These guys on the ground are putting in some work. This is a very bad situation for me. So what do I...
It's kind of hard to say if, like, the Marauders have been interesting pressure to apply this game, but also, like, they're just a 1/5 on defense.
Yeah.
And that's, like, not the best.
So... I think I do have to do it this way. Because I need to keep my resources available, kind of. Oh no, I gotta keep you alive. These two gotta go. So pay 3, another Tri-Droid, tap one of these.
I will hit you for 4.
Yep. Okay. Alrighty. I think you got this no matter what.
Presenting a lethal in space. You can trade, not. You can kill this here, but
I still die to that. Yeah, so I kind of needed those 2 fellas in space no matter what was happening, which is a little rough. I maybe should have.
But they weren't going to really facilitate trades and enough of the.
They kind of could have, but it would have still been really bad for me because I would have lost them, and you were still presenting 8 damage here.
Yeah.
So I needed to tap one of them down, no matter what was happening. But I don't think I was winning this particular one. I think your pings were able to just take it through a little bit because I did have 2 breaking ins in hand. That was
okay. Never mind.
Yeah. So I could have gotten around, and I could have been like, both these die, right? Or I could have like traded in. I could have done some shenanigans. But I was going to lose next turn no matter what to the ground, which is the problem that I was at because I was like, okay, I can't reset here, and I wasn't able to dish out enough damage. These guys showed up and did
impressive,
work. Yeah, very impressive. Very impressive. I think I agree with you. I think the encouraging leaderships don't feel great. They felt great that turn when I played 2 of them, but
then you're kind of bored and end up vanishing anyway. And if you had more units to follow up there, probably.
And that was a new inclusion to kind of just be like, well, let's try it out. Let's see if it works, which is better than not trying anything new at all.
This is low stakes, high competition.
Exactly.
And that's a really good place to experiment.
There's that. And then what else did I rip out of here for... What did I sideboard in? Where are you? Here you are. The air superiorities that I actually... it's funny. I don't think I saw a single one of those. We talked about them. I put them in. And I was like, there's
I think I had one McClunky that entire match.
Yeah,
it's that's kind of...
So I saw the Geonosis Patrol Fighters on turn 5, and I went, this is a terrible turn to see these. I'm like, I need to see you earlier in the match. Oh, I did see one, but I put it down immediately because it was on turn 1. Hey, the Bactoid performed though. I'm okay with that. The Bactoid did what he was supposed to do. He died shortly afterwards, but
And Cad Bane kind of doing what he does sometimes, where it's like, oh yeah, that. Raid 2, kind of a problem.
Yeah.
Where he just gets ambushed into, and then it's like, that wasn't really a well-statted leader at all, was he?
Yeah, I needed to get the... if I had been able to get the timelies, I think I could have had a
better tempo.
Yeah, better tempo with the Tri-Droids. Because that, I think, is what, from our original run of testing, that was what was making it really powerful, was being able to play... timely from hand with a Tri-Droid, and then you're paying 4 for a 4/7 with ambush, kind of like we mentioned at the start of those matches.
And that deck has a high ceiling.
Yes,
but the Cad pings are also particularly brutal.
I was going to say that the Cad pings are pretty rough actually, because you're like, oh gosh, I have to
just whittle away the board in the early turns, and that just makes stabilizing a lot smoother because there's a lot fewer tokens.
Yeah, it's I think in general, I think Cad Bane just has good play into Vader in general. I think that's a difficult matchup for me as a whole. But same thing with Quinlan. Quinlan is not as powerful, right? Because
Quinlan's worse because it just kills the Kijimi outright patrollers on the first turn. Yeah. Versus I'm just killing the token, which is still good disruption, but that's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Quinlan shows up and you're just like, the Confederate courier and the Kijimi patroller just get rolled by him, and you're like, it's not even worth it.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to hit 4 resources with Major Von Reg, and I'm not going to resource anymore, and that's.
Padme's gonna struggle, probably. I did put some space in here. Don't get me wrong. I am a little prepared. I'm looking over at the sideboard here, and this is the one sideboard I brought today that has 3 confiscates.
Oh gosh,
So,
yeah,
that's nice at least.
That's quite good. Yeah. Who was I talking? Somebody mentioned it. I can't remember what deck I was.
Also,
talking.
yeah, this is kind of the awkward part. Like, if we can
I
briefly
see.
over there, I'm
Yeah.
like, now that the sun has kind of set a little bit here, no longer coming in the window. Now we're lighting the overhead lighting, and
yes.
the showcase is a little crankier with that from my side of the board. But
yeah, well, we can at least.
It's okay. We know.
We know.
I do have a non-foil version somewhere around, but like that's fine.
Yeah, but that's not a showcase, you know.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Oh god.
This hand's a keeper. Shocker! Every hand with Von Reg is like, hey, how many turn 1 plays did I get? Answer: enough.
Nah, I can't keep this in good faith. I got nothing to do until, and I have reasonable plays, but they're all nothing in space until the 4 resource turn.
Yeah,
and that's a fine hand, but I think that's just one we can mulligan and try to do better.
Yeah, for the purposes of the viewing audience, there you go. It's some new cards, some old cards, some bold cards,
some 15 swarming vulture droids.
15 swarming vulture droids in the deck. That's the boldest choice I made with this deck building.
Yeah. And that's your major Von Rig over there.
That is true. I sold
going back home.
Sold this Von Reg to you for oh god, what was it? It was like
2 Kylo's TIE silencers and some other, and then I think it was like $20.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I needed to. Yeah,
which I think has gone down a little bit, but I was like, that's a fine trade.
Yeah.
It's also like trading Star Wars cards is also kind of awful because it's a small enough community that it's like I don't actually know if these will find a home. So it's like when anybody wants anything, it's like just take it. I just get it out of my trade binder doing some use for somebody.
That's how I was feeling about the Von Reg, and then you were like, "Yeah, I'm willing to grab it." I was like, "Great, perfect." Because vehicle as a keyword is probably going to be relevant for the entire life cycle of this game.
Yeah, that's why like for the cube, I'm like, I can do vehicles.
Yeah. Because
these force units, I'm not bothering with that. No, that's not happening. But vehicles, we can do vehicles.
The force sub archetype. You know what was funny is I was looking for Pauper. I was like, is there a reason to go this route? And I'm like, what are your force payoffs? I'm like, all of these suck unless you're playing Mother Talzin. Yeah. And that's where it's like, sure, I'll play Mother Talzin.
I'm resourcing 2 space units, but that's fine.
Do what you gotta do. All right, my starting.
Yep.
Great. Boop.
Boop boop.
Sure. I'll claim.
Pass. Excellent.
Alrighty. So, Von Reg.
I will hit you for 3.
I will take 3. I will put 4 into your base.
Ever heard of tempo?
Sure.
Gain 3. Sickening. I'm gonna claim the initiative here.
I will pass here. I love you, Crackshot V-Wing, my beloved.
I'm gonna hit you for 3.
Yeah, I'll go to 6. Von Reg, TIE Fighter.
So many.
I'm gonna buff the Crackshot this time.
I'll hit you for 3 more.
I'll go to 9 damage on my base. I'll flip Von Reg onto the Crackshot. Why not? You want to confiscate that?
Not in the main deck.
Not in the main deck.
Play this Adept Arc 170.
Sure. So let's see here. I've got.
It's 6 power, right?
Yeah. It's 6 power. Let's see. I'll put 6 into base.
I'll claim.
I'll buff this Swarming Vulture Droid. So this is 5 damage. I'll put 5 into base.
And now you have the conundrum.
And now I have the
conundrum. Now you've got a 4-2.
I actually will kill that, yeah. Last words?
Okay.
I'll buff that one.
mind, yeah.
Yep. Pass. Technically sequenced that poorly, but that's okay. It's fine. Look, I said I hit 4 and I would stop resourcing, and I'm no longer resourcing.
I'm gonna deploy Padme.
Sure. I'm going to punch it. I'm going to put 7 damage into base. I'll buff this boy.
I'm gonna protect the pod and deal 7.
Sure.
I'm gonna hit you for 2, restore 1,
Yep.
and then do the Padme trigger.
Sure.
Coruscant card. You may not cut.
I don't need to. It's fine.
Will not let you.
I'm going to put 4 into base.
I'll claim.
I'll pass.
You probably got another 2-drop, but like that's still just good to try and do. Two to your base, restore 1, Padme trigger.
Yeah, go ahead.
Pilots.
Oh, look at that boy. Look at him there. He's piloting.
He is piloting.
Oh my goodness. Just a little pilot. 8 to base. The classic, what is the deck? Pump spells and vehicles. And that's it.
But it's not fair. I did pump spells and vehicles early, and it didn't work. No, yeah, you got it.
The protect. I will not lie. The protect the pod. I was like, oh, no matter what you pick here. I mean, you could have killed the Von Ra. Is it non-leader?
It's not leader. This card's busted. This card's insane.
It's so good, but I'm like,
yeah. And I got like I flip out here with a 7,
yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, that's just
so.
This card's actually really good.
So you and I did the same thing. Of we both built for reference for the camera. I was considering bringing a Rey list. Because I looked at Heirloom Lightsaber and I went, wow, I hate this card with Rey. And then I read Protect the Pod and I went, wow, I really hate this card with Rey. And so I went, I could bring that. But I figured that's more in line with how Premiere goes. Hello, Confiscate. Good to see you. Let's see. Is anything in my sideboard even worth considering? No. You know what? I might need you. I don't even like it, but I might. So what do I pull out for you? Not the pilots. I got to commit to something in my life. You? No, you're kind of, yeah, you know what? You're kind of trash. No, you're not. You're staying in. It's okay.
I guess Outspoken Representative literally does nothing. Not like close to nothing, but like actual nothing.
So, yeah, because
I don't know exactly what kind of ground game you have, and you might deploy him there, but even so, it's like I'm just gonna have enough to take care of that. It's like this is literally a textless card. It's just an 0-3 for 2.
Yeah. So the thing is I'm like I could put the X-34 land speeders in because they are vehicles, and with Von Rag, that's actually not terrible, right? Like. I could do that, but I have so many other 2-ofs, it's fine. I'm bringing in the Bounty Hunter crew, though, because that was an interesting choice, because I was like...
Okay, it does get pump spells back.
It does, yeah, which is what I was thinking. I'm like, okay, you're bringing in the Confiscates. I gotta make sure that I can bring back pump spells to win the game, because, like, otherwise I'm cooked. So
I am skeptical, but intrigued.
I'm gonna be honest, sideboarding for this list was pretty bad, because it has, like... It has a game plan, and it wants to execute it, and I'm like, what do I put in here? More pump spells, and then, like, waylays, but that's bad for me? Like, I don't know. I was thinking maybe saboteurs, but, like, at the same time, if I gotta...
That's what I, like, it feels silly, but in that Sabine sideboard, it's like, I was genuinely okay with this Blue Squadron Assault Wing, where I'm just like, all right, here's just, like, another fat thing. In addition to the gorilla pods, just like I'm just upping my curve a little bit.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, I don't know, we used to do that in standard in Magic. Where you would just kind of like try to out mid-range people and just be like, yeah, it's not really like an elegant tool, but it's just I am putting more power into my deck, and that's just going to do stuff. I guess that comes up more in Cube too, like for Magic, where you're like, there's not really like a high synergy thing going on here. It's just this is stats.
You're putting cards on the table. You're trying to turn them sideways. Yeah. Which is why I'm like, maybe Saboteur is a good sideboard card, right? Because then into like the Cad Bane list, I would be like, okay, I got some legs. You know, I can put a Saboteur on a Swarming Vulture Droid and just, you know, turn the card sideways into your base. What are you going to do about it? Which is...
That's something.
I probably should just grab all 27 Saboteurs I have in my common pile and just... try them out, you know, like...
What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly.
Okay, once again, no early space, so we're sending it back.
Alright, look, I'm keeping this hand, but I need to, like, show it to the camera. I might as well show it to you.
Yeah.
Swarming Vulture Droid. Another Swarming Vulture Droid. 2, 3 1-drops, and another 2-drop.
That's a hand right there.
It's a hand. This is, like, what I should be saying. The problem is now I'm, like... I have the 2 better 1-drops. Like, the Forged Starfighter just goes down. So.
I was honestly just going to say bottom those 2.
Really?
Just don't worry about them.
I think I bottom 1. Because, like...
But then you just have a 2/2 for 2. And you like, this is just better.
It's true. Well, that is true. That is true. I see what you mean, because then it's like, what's my... Like, my turn 1 is like a strike ship, right? Or no, my turn 1 could just be, like, Forged Starfighter, Crackshot, B-Wing.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. I want to do the Vulture Droid shenanigans, but I think
I'm being the fun police on that.
Yeah. Because the fun side of my brain's like, bottom one of the 1-drops and one of the 2/2s, because you're going to draw another one. Like, which is true.
That is true. You are likely to access another.
I do have 15 of them in my deck, so.
All right, let's see.
Is the pod protected in the opening hand?
Okay, you're going down. Sure, I don't know. Yeah, we gotta do that. We have to.
Alrighty.
The Clone Trooper again.
It's a fella. Alright, there's that one.
Fine.
And I will put a Crackshot down. I'll use the Von Rig ability that time. It's trash.
Thanks for showing up. I kind of hate you.
This is difficult, actually. I've been given an interesting opportunity. I have to put you down. That feels bad. I had a resource, I'll punch it. That shows you how quality the 2 cards I got in my hand were.
Hit you for 3.
Yeah, I'll take 3. I can't stop that. I'm going to Strike Ship, buffing the Crackshot. Actually, I'll buff the Forged Starfighter. I think that's actually better in this case. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Play Headhunter Squadron.
Ooh, yeah, that is interesting.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, Neptune. Claim.
Kill that. And then 3 to base. And pass.
You take 1 damage. A singular damage.
I do want to point out, I was considering that card for this list because of how chunky it was. And I went, a 1/4 for 2 in space is like not terrible. And I was also considering it for the Vader list. It's way worse than the Vader list. But
yeah. And like with the Republic Tactical Officer, it's like, all right, you can actually start, you can utilize it better. Mm-hmm. And then it just does just stick around.
Yeah, it's a 3/4. It can be utilized. Yeah, pass. It's...
Padme, bad forever.
Oh, wait. Whoops. Sorry. This was the card I resourced. I know what I resourced because I just drew into it. I would like to resource this instead. I would like to make my turn marginally better.
Adept Arc 170.
Yeah. It's a chunky fella. Buffing that one.
3 to your base.
Go to 6. Flip the Von Reg onto the strike ship.
Claim and then just do some math here.
Sure. I'm going to... Alright, I gotta think. Yeah, I think I do this no matter what.
6.
Yeah, 6. Buffing the Forged.
Yep.
Trade. Just
Yep.
sucker that guy away. This is going to be another 4 into base. I'll put the Vulture Droid down. And then pass.
Huh.
Do you need to show this interesting hand?
No, I just kind of...
It is true. I do have 7, 10, 16 damage.
But I drew pretty good. So I was kind of ready to be like, whatever, you got it. And it's no, I'm actually kind of in this now,
okay.
And I have to actually think about.
You drew I'm presenting 16 still, but it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, we're starting with a confiscate,
okay,
so that's
you confiscate the Von Reg, and that happens no matter what. That's
that's
fine.
that's
you got a resource still, but
I'm trying to figure out what the rest of the turn is.
That's just an easy start. It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Confiscate the Von Reg.
Yeah, I think
take
I just
4.
Take 4. Yeah.
Deploy Padme.
Take 3.
Direct hit the other strike ship.
The other strike ship. Okay.
Or
that is
2
actually,
cards in hand.
That is actually a good question of which.
I'll still take the strike ship.
I think that's still the right move because I only have 1 Vulture Droid on the table. Mm-hmm. On that note,
I will Padme, no trigger. I will claim the initiative.
I will put
take
4.
Or no, it's 5. You
have you're right. It is 5. Oh my goodness. See, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I just forgot that I added the extra one. All right. I might not be able to play both the cards in my hand.
We have a Purgle.
I knew it was coming.
And that's why it was kill the strike ship. Because I have the Purgle in hand. So.
Yep.
Is it coming back to hand, though?
No. I do not run Waylays in this list, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, because paying 3 is pretty silly, Billy. Another Vulture Droid. This one I will... Now I actually need to do some math. I think I buff this Vulture Droid no matter what, though, because this is currently...
It's 5 power?
It's 5...
Oh, 6. Now with the Von Reg, it becomes 7. So it's
7?
Yeah.
Oh, I can actually buff something else then, because I get the ping on the twin laser turret.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll buff this crack shot then. I think that's fine.
I'll Padme.
Yep.
Attack. Trigger.
Yeah, you get the trigger, yeah.
Perimeter ATRT.
Yep. The Purgle will die.
Take 2. 3 to your base.
Sure.
Am I just dead?
Let me do the math here. 5.
I'm at 23, so that's probably 7.
yeah, because this is 5 damage, 8 damage plus another 4. Yeah, so
12.
that's 12 damage. Yeah.
All right.
12 damage on that one. Von Reg goes quick.
Yeah.
And I had the Frontier ATRT, which was that's the interesting ground tech option in here on 4. If there's I I kind of included it because I was like, what are the obnoxious ground commons that like I need to kill? And I'm like, oh man, there's like a couple, but like I can't even think of them off the top. I think it's still like a fine card, maybe more of like a sideboard option if somebody goes like more space. But
I am willing to say that I was unlucky because I did not see.
Oh, you didn't see a single one.
Play sets of or all of those.
Yeah.
So I was like, and I mulliganed both games.
Yeah.
So it's like I did draw really well to get the confiscate on that turn to start to come back in it, but it was just like. I did. So I built the deck with like reasonable early space, and then just like did not.
Yeah, you just didn't see them. Yeah, and this whole list is vehicles, and
so that it was the double whammy of my deck also is not doing what it is, but also I built red yellow vehicles.
You did.
And
you
did not get to do it at all.
You did not
and
get
so
to do
it was
it.
like, oh.
Yeah,
I can neither build the vehicles deck correctly, nor can I build against the vehicles deck correctly. But it is adequate.
I will say the thing with the Von Regulus that's crazy. So this card I think is nuts. Vanguard Droid Bomber with Von like I think it's really just you get like the good like good villainy card.
Strike Ship is good. Yeah.
Strike Ship is just really good.
Finally have something to compete with A-Wing.
Yes, it's been a year.
They gave us Kylo's TIE Silencer and nothing.
Yes.
And nothing else for 10,000 years.
So these are the two villainy cards I think that like really make Von Reg work, weirdly enough. I think Forged Starfighter is like perfect for this list. Because every other card in here is non-aspected. These are the only villainy cards I'm actually running. Von Reg getting the extra on play, I'm only running vehicles, I get the attack buff. That's really nice. But when I noticed looking at like heroic vehicles, your one drops are like adequate, right? Like you have Cartel Spacer, but that gives card draw. But that's still like, if you're in like a race, that's pretty good. But this guy, because he can't die, that's the part where you're like, oh, I will have a vehicle next turn.
Your pump spells do guarantee.
Yes,
some more damage.
Yeah, that's the part where I was like, okay, I get to always have that. And then Strike Ship is like another one of those like, oh, this is like just very solid, like just a really good early play. But also, Von Reg gets to do the thing with all of the what's the phrase I'm looking for? Like
vehicles.
I mean, yeah, it's that. But I got the Swarming Vulture Droids as like a fun.
It does give you the density.
Yes,
and I will say it was. And part of it was because like I couldn't get traction in space, but it was also like the door just closes because they're 4 power now, and so it was not entirely immune.
And I think that's the part about it that I felt when I was like, because I was just goldfishing some lists for a while, and I was like, if I don't get interacted with, I can just present 21 damage on turn 4. And that was the part that I thought was like really spooky, was when you can go, I've just literally drawn and played Vulture Droids and Crack Shots, and like maybe a punch it, and you're like, okay. So, it's certainly spooky.
Yeah. But that was a lot of fun. So we had Sabine lose to Krennic, 0-2, and then Cad Bane 1-2-1. That was our only 3-game set.
Yep.
And then Padme get 0-2'd over here. So that does, Space Aggro does seem like there's stuff there worth exploring, continuing to. But yeah, it also felt like a good sampling. Different things that we can do here that are related to the current Premier metagame, but also like a little bit different.
We have 3 Premier. I guess you can call them staples now, right? Like, we got 3 Premier staples, a set 1 mainstay.
It's part of why I was okay buying the Vader showcase. I was like, I've made I enjoy collecting the common showcases, but that one's at least like I will use this for like a year and a half now. Yeah, I will get my use.
I am sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I really hope Krennic can come back, because like his play pattern is very fun. He's so interesting, and I'm really disappointed that I haven't seen as much of him.
It's just like it's been like Gar Saxon feels like the only blue villainous deck that gets there on aggro, but Krennic. Krennic is tempo because of the restore being quite powerful. Yeah,
restore on a leader, and we learned that in set 1 with Krennic was just wow, shocker, Restore on a Leader is really, really good. Even though his stat line on 5 is like a little suboptimal because he's a 2/7, but you are getting a board-wide buff, which kind of evens out.
It is very useful.
Yeah, it's super useful.
And that's why like that was the set 1 metagame, right?
Yes.
Was Sabine ECL, Boba Yellow or ECL, and then Krennic also ECL. ECL was really good. Really good at set 1. But like it was actually like Sabine, Krennic, Boba, Palpatine showing up kind of here.
I think there was
it was like actually pretty interesting.
There was a little bit of like Han Green in there too, just because you had you had U-wing reinforcement, and that was like good enough.
Han Green was okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we could build it better now. I feel like people didn't do enough with Home 1 back then, and like we've kind of learned that like Home 1 is like the backbone.
Yes.
Of that archetype, not the backbone, but like. It's like it's one of your most stabilizing top end plays.
It's 3 of your 12 ribs. It's like it's like if you're missing them, you're gonna feel it. You're like I need those to have the deck kind of keep rolling.
Yeah. Maybe Home 1's also just worse when you don't have, or Home 1 is worse when your villainy opponents have an easier time getting to Devastator and Avengers than they do in current sets, and like Home 1 is. Being cheaper than Avenger and Devastator makes it better long term, but was like back then.
And maybe this is just me wanting to be wishful thinking about the card, but there's the one JTL card. I'm blanking on the name of it, but you get to play a vehicle from your discard pile, and it costs 1 salvage.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here and I'm like, I would really like to see a set 1 Han list with that, because you can just put it down early, discard it later, just salvage it back when you need it, and you're like, great, I don't mind. I think that's an interesting direction that the lists could go. I understand why people aren't doing that though, because like
they were doing that last set though.
Were they doing that last set? Okay,
yeah. I just that was one of my demoralizing losses.
Was it really?
When I was playing Quinlan at the sector qualifier. Oh gosh. I was so behind. I go to 4-star them, and they discard salvage. And they tell me they're holding it just for 4-star. It's like, got it. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, you should be using that card because that's fun. But at the same time, it's a great 4-star target because it costs 0, right?
Yeah, 0. So
gosh. Card's even better. I'm sitting here thinking, that costs 1, right?
It's been a weird part of. Obviously, Star Wars borrows so much from Magic the Gathering, but it's really weird to me that like. A staple of like Alpha Beta Unlimited for Magic the Gathering was the maybe not staple, but like I think of just like core Magic design is Disentomb or whatever it was. There's like a couple of different versions of it, but single black, return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. And it's really interesting that like none of the cards in Star Wars like return it to your hand. It's always like play from your graveyard. Which is like, all right, I get that's like better action economy, and that matters in this game where it doesn't in Magic. Mm-hmm. But like, it's definitely weird. Like we've got 2 effects. We've got like Salvage and Palpatine's Return, both of which have like really heavy restrictions surrounding them, and it's also much harder to get a unit into the graveyard.
Yeah, the Palps.
But it's so different from
from
just
early
very
Magic,
like any starter deck. That you hand a Magic player, I guess, I don't know. Nowadays, everything's more complicated, and that's old man shouting at the clouds. But, like, just, like, simple reanimation like that is, like, such a staple of Magic's game design, and they've really, like, not done any of that.
It's true. And I think part of that is that I think they are worried about, like, people getting, like, really blown out, right? Like, you rip a card out of their hand early, or, like, the Han players, right? Like, they're just like, I just grab it, discard it, whatever, get it into the graveyard and just get to muck with it immediately, whereas like in Magic it's a lot more like I had to put some work in to get this card in the graveyard, or I had to get wheeled, and you're like whatever at that point, but
you're right, Han does apply a lot of pressure that like he can't just be having,
which is where I am sitting here thinking I'm like maybe they will start to push that after rotation, because I think I don't want to say Han is restricting their design space, but I think they underestimated how good DJ Han Tech was going to be and how consistent that is. And I think when they banned DJ, they just kind of went, look, we definitely made a mistake with this one, because it is certainly not a fun play pattern, mostly just because they get to defeat the resource.
Yeah.
If that didn't happen, I actually think the card is fine. It's because Han gets to defeat any resource, not one of his. I'm like, yeah, that's the part that's bad.
I will say that's when I'm also I'm not a DJ apologist, but I remember testing games with Nikki, and I was playing Han Cunning, and he was on Cura ECL for that, and it was impressive how he could build that deck to be really good against Han. Yeah. And so I do think that it was a little bit unfairly hated out. It has play patterns that players find really annoying. I'm also like kind of whatever to that, because as somebody that's played card games for a long time now, I guess like in competitively a lot, and Pauper and Magic being one of them, is like there's always going to be somebody that hates your strategy.
It's true.
So it's sort of like when people complain about play patterns, it's like, whatever. There's always going to be one player in the room that I sit down against, and they tell me, "I hate that so much. I can't believe you're doing that." And so you just have to be a little callous to that to not hate everything. And so when people complain about DJ that way, it's like, yeah, it's not fun, but like. I don't know. It's also interacts on a different axis. So like, but like one of the examples specifically with Nikki, that was like ECLing a Death Trooper, and that's just boom 5 damage.
It's true.
And
really,
I was
really
like,
good. Yeah.
And when the first time he did that to me, I was like, oh, why are we even worried about this?
Yeah.
I was like, that was so low effort for him to do. God forbid he gets a timely intervention in there in his resource row. Now he's doing that without even like discarding from hand.
It's true. You can do that on 6 then, and you don't really have to worry about it. Yeah.
I was like, that felt like it sucks, but like you can kind of build your deck to be good against it. So I was,
and I definitely think if the card had remained unbanned, it would have been.
It's a defining card.
I think it's a defining card, and you would have seen a lot of Han Yellows, I think, through JTL. I think that strategy would have maybe gone away a little bit as time has gone on. Yeah. Because, like, people would have just built really lean space aggro decks, and it would have been like, all right, what are you going to do? Like, you have to play the tech on 3 so you can DJ on 4, but now I'm presenting 15 damage in space. So, you know.
Yeah. Like Vader Yellow is really good for that.
A really good example, too, yeah.
The Asajj Ventress Droid Manufactory deck that I was working on ended up playing like Geonosis and Patrol Fighter and
and you can just
Sanctioner Shuttle.
Yeah.
And I'm in no way saying that I like laid a blueprint for it, but like there's a very clear parallel where it's like that's what makes Vader great is when you play Geonosis and Patrol Fighter or the Sanctioner Shuttle on 2, you interact with the 2 or 3 drop that your opponent played. You have generated a lot of tempo. Yeah. And so it's like, because I was doing that very consciously at the time, being like, I want to hit the tech, I want to hit a DJ, and I just want to slow the Han player down. And like now that's like very much what Vader's doing. So I'm like, I think there's a world where that's like an like the DJ play pattern gets absorbed by the metagame.
Effectively by the metagame. I agree. But, I think there was a world for it. I understand why they made the decision.
Yes, I don't think it's bad either. Yeah, I want to be clear.
and I think also at the time we were looking at the numbers at events, and it was like Han Yellow was winning like a lot of PQs at the time, and they went, yeah, it might be a little too spicy right now.
Coming out of set 2 still gets to do all of that. And they're making the decision that Django has to go at that same time. Which Django is, I think, up till set 5 was like easily the best deck in the game. If you without bans, I don't know how it fares against the Force decks because I think
if Triple Dark was not banned, I think he would still be the best.
I think so.
Personally, I know that they banned him at the same time as TDR. I think you could unban him and he would be very good. I just don't know how he would fare in the modern metagame overall. I think he could come off of their restriction, you know, but I don't think you can unban TDR.
You cannot
unban TDR. You cannot unban TDR because I think we saw very clearly when JTL was released, and it was immediately, all right, let's play Boba JTL with...
Or Django, yeah.
Or no, Boba JTL with Triple Dark was crazy good.
Boba was banned way before that.
No, I'm JTL Boba, set 4.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, JTL Boba was just like tearing up because you were just like, I don't really care. Here you go, turn 4, I get my...
Because you go over the top of the Django decks. Like, the Django is like trying to interact with everything, but Boba, you just get to be like, all right, whatever, you're playing all these weird stuff trying to interact, and I'm just going to dump indirect damage on you, and you figure it out.
Yeah, and that was the part where I was like, if they didn't ban TDR, JTL Boba would have been the best deck of set 4. I think, guaranteed, hands down. Happy they banned it, because I think the deck is like very good and very fun without it.
And a good presence in the metagame.
Super healthy presence too, because it's its own unique identity, and Fantasy Flight, print more freaking indirect cards or cards that deal damage.
Yeah,
please.
Don't let him die on the vine.
Don't let him die on the vine. I'm begging you. He's my favorite villainy leader so far. I don't need any more Sabine cards. I'm playing Sabine Yellow. She's fine. She doesn't. I'm not even playing Sabine Green. I'm playing Sabine Yellow, or it was. Might be back on that one a little bit.
I can believe.
Yeah. She gets her last hurrah for sure in set 6 when I will play her the whole set, and before she rotates, she'll get her moment.
My one plan for rotation is I do want to pick up a Django showcase soon, both for the Pauper queue, but also I think he's going to be the best leader for the Eternal format. I think it's interesting now. Like before, I don't think with set 4 it wasn't that interesting because I think he's just very clearly the best. It would kind of be interesting, like no bans, Django Tarkentown versus the Han Blue Force deck. Because I feel like the Han Blue deck is way better than Han Yellow. I don't know if he's better than Boba, but the problem is in like whatever name comes up for this Legacy Eternal format is like people are gonna want to play Han and people are gonna want to play Boba, and Django just annihilates both of those by just incidentally tapping your leader down, so you can't rely on that in the same way. And sure, you could just like build your deck with that knowledge, but you're just a lot weaker of a strategy.
You can play Shadowed Intentions or whatever, the upgrade where it's like he can't be like interacted with, or is that what it is? It's like a 3-cost upgrade. It's in like yellow villainy. Yeah, something like that, right? It's like can't be exhausted or killed, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah,
you could do that, but that's just a lot of work. And you still have an action where your unit's in play, and you have to do that. And you
could just play Boba's armor instead, or like just Jetpack.
That's like true. Boba's armor is also going to be dirtier as Django. Maybe that's not as clean cut as I thought. I mean, unlikely for anything to be as clean cut as I think. But
that's and this is the fun part about card games. We get a theory craft, and we literally played Pauper for a few hours, and now we're like,
on a metagame that does not exist outside of this room, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. But I genuinely really hope that people want to build and play Star Wars Pauper. I think that there's like, we've talked about this, that the lack of like board wipes definitely makes this like weird. Right, because it definitely means that like the tempo has like really
it's even worse.
It's even worse. Yeah, and it's already
if you fall behind, it's harder to claw back in.
Yes, which is definitely I think we can say that's a problem for the format. But again, we're 4 sets into a game, right? Like 5. Yeah,
5 now.
Yeah, 5 now. So who knows? They could print something that's like Bombing Run 2. Yeah. That's like,
I felt like they added like good restore options in this set. I don't think we really got to show off too many of them. You had the Magistrate Scout.
I had the Magistrates. I drew them all late game, and that was the problem. But they printed a lot of like
this Padme deck has a lot of life gain built in with some. You didn't get to showcase them, but
if we had done this matchup, this would have been a slog. This would have been
that's probably the worst.
Yeah, that would have been 2 decks punching each other in the face continuously, restoring a bunch, trying to clear out.
I feel like I'd probably get there.
I think you could.
Drawing the cards is just very good.
Yes.
But at the same time.
Yeah, I would be timely interventioning with the Death Star Stormtroopers, whatever they are.
Not timely in there. It's red.
It's red. Sorry, I was thinking about. I want to build a green one too.
Yeah.
I always want to build green because in Pauper it's good. Shocker.
It is.
Shocker. Color good. As it happens. So
that's kind of our rambly ending bit here. But thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Please, any feedback that you have about this. Obviously, we've got some production things to improve.
Yeah.
Video quality, like as I've watched in the corner, I feel like is adequate. There's a real issue that we have right now with this glare in the center. But I have experience with audio engineering. I do not have experience with lighting, much less how do I light a table for a camera in my apartment. Is like that's definitely outside of my realms of experience. So I am.
People are going to tell you to buy an O-ring light. I believe it's those like circular LED lights, and they're going to be like, buy 4 of them, put them on every corner. You know.
That one I'm also like, but I don't want to look into a light. I don't want to be blinded. And I'm like, I am actually willing to sacrifice quality so that I am comfortable here playing the games. And like, I do not want to be staring into an O-ring and just be like miserable for 3 hours because my corneas are getting burned out. Just to have like better, it's like I am willing to invest money. I'm not that willing to move on my personal enjoyment.
and now you understand why everybody wears sunglasses when they're playing indoors on camera. Just keep the light out of your eyes. Yeah,
it's like we can build a rig. I can have lights coming down.
Oh yeah, we can,
and then I'm not looking at them, but I do not want to be looking into the sun.
We can certainly.
That's my like hard line.
Yeah. If you guys have your own Pauper list that you've brewed up, please talk about them, because I will be looking at these comments, even though I'm,
even though I get like 1 or 2 comments a video, hopefully there's
I would like to certainly see what other people have suggestions for. Will has all of these lists. If you want to include that Ray list, I did send it over to you.
Sure. I'll throw the Ray list
like
on there too.
Yeah, that could be like a little like, here's the bonus Ray list, which is
bonus deck.
Yeah, which is really just, hey, Heirloom Lightsaber is a pretty good card. Hey, Protect the Pod, good card too.
Yeah, why not? Protect the Pod is a really incredible card. I feel bad that we only got like 1 deck to really showcase it. Mm-hmm. It was like crucial.
It was really
in
crucial.
Like me like being close to stabilizing those games, but not not entirely enough either.
I guess do we want to? I don't know if we want to do this, but I was like, do you have like an MVP card where you're like, this card overperformed?
Oh, that's I think that'd be fun.
Maybe not on a deck per deck basis, but like just if you want to pick one where you were like,
one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can do a deck per deck. I don't think that really.
Yeah, we got a little bit of time. Yeah, God knows I enjoy rambling about card games.
Oh yeah.
So the Sabine deck, the MVP is probably. I mean, it's just the N1 Starfighter. That's probably just the best card in the deck.
I think
your most resilient turn 1 play, having the 3 power, but always having it versus the Green Squadron A-Wing. Mm-hmm. I think that's probably just the best one there. The Cad Bane list, I mean, specifically for that matchup, I think it was the Contracted Jumpmaster. Sentinel that comes down, pings down. I don't think that's necessarily the best card. It's still probably Crafty Smuggler. It's just like a good turn 1 value play, and that also, like, Crafty Smuggler getting a ping on entry just helps him be relevant across all arenas, so it's still probably him there. And the Padme deck, you can, like, Protect the Pod is probably one of the strongest cards in there. But I think what it would be for that is the 501st Liberator, the healing on that.
Fair, yeah.
I think that's just a more unique effect for not just Pauper, but like Star Wars and Unlimited in general. It's like that's just not really something that you get to do a lot of, just like heal on entry on like a closer to average thing.
I think you're right.
Like Yoda and Itinerant Warrior in the new set do that, but that like those cards are really good because they do that. And so 501st Liberator does that much earlier on the curve.
And I was gonna say that Yoda is an 8-drop? Like,
yeah,
he's a chunky boy. For me, Krennic, it's gonna be the Royal Guard. Teshe, I was very impressed with the performance on him. If I have to pick a follow-up, I actually think Crushing Blow performed very well. Which I was very not surprised by, but I was very pleasantly impressed with.
I'll say I was a little surprised.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a pretty good sideboard card. I'm not going to lie, I was thinking about the Major Vonrek matchup when I was building the credit list a little bit, because I was like, Pilots can get pretty scary, and Crushing Blow is a really good way to get around that. So,
like certainly, if I had Crushing Blows in the Padme list, I think
would've-
that game starts to look different, and that's
you
potentially an error I made.
Yeah, you can't kill the Von Regs with it, but that's fine. Von Reg gets Crackshot viewing. I mean, this card is like maybe one of the best one drops that they've ever printed for a list like this, just because it's a vehicle. It fills out on turn 2. You could use Von Reg and then still get to play a 2-drop, and you just gonna keep swarming the board. And kind of to nobody's surprise with Vader, I definitely think Elite P38 really showed how good it is in helping me stabilize in a couple of those games. And then the TIE Ambush Squadron for getting to make 3 tokens and just being a beautiful,
that was
beautiful
good.
Card. Yeah. So,
that was the TIE Ambush Squadron was one of those cards like when you were starting to fall behind was really good at helping you stabilize again.
Yes. So there's a couple of cards from that list that I think I can pull out now, but the Von Reg list feels pretty good. I think definitely I can put like Waylays on the side and like feel okay with that. Just for, some of those matchups where it's like, yes, there's a pod coming down, maybe get rid of that. But
the CAD list I think has a lot of wiggle room. For sure. That one was very ape-brained of me, just like I put the Underworld cards in the Underworld deck. There's other stuff that I'm not sure about. Like, I didn't have Waylays, Perilous, Position, and Rivals Falls were like my only removal spells. Rivals Fall, because it just like hits the biggest thing.
It's just
stop people from soaking the CAD damage. And Perilous Position is not good in all blue decks, but I think is good with CAD because of being able to just chip units down.
And I was going to say, in a similar boat, I actually think it's quite good in the Krennic deck because it can stop your larger units from killing my guys who have damage on them. And that is more important than it seems on, like, the nose, right? Where you're like, I got to make sure that my little, goobers who I've been keeping around are able to keep sticking around for a little bit longer.
And that's, again, different from, like, when Set 2 came out. Perilous was Set 3.
Perilous was Set 3, I believe.
Set 3?
Wait, let me check. I got the card. The card's in here somewhere.
I forget now.
No, Set 2, Twilight.
Twilight was Set 3.
Twilight was Set 3. Yeah. Sorry, it was Spark of Rebellion, right? And then
Shadows of the Galaxy.
Shadows of the Galaxy, and then
Twilight Jump to
Twilight
Lightspeed,
Legends of the Force.
But like when Perilous came out, we were kind of, I felt like in Premiere, it was just kind of, you're throwing it in every blue deck because it was just like good interaction, good tempo. And it's now like a little bit more like it's good in some control decks.
Yeah.
And so like Cad Bane, I think, being one of those situations, but not always.
It makes sense because you can use it as like a cleanup piece because they have to put the damage on the board anyways, and then with Cad Bane, you're like, okay, you are a 4 health unit, you got 2, just clean you up. Why not? Pay 3 for it, and that's not too bad. I do also want to just give a shout out to Imperial Interceptor, the little interceptor from Set 1 that actually performed not terribly the entire time. I was pretty happy.
I mean, it was like the space aggro matchup, so it's like that was an excellent place for it.
It's a very good card to like have, I think, in a board in general. If not in your main, in your side, then. And I think for this Krennic list, if it wasn't into the Sabine matchup, I would have sideboarded it. Like if it was into Cad Bane, I would have sideboarded out and brought something else in. But it's still one of those cards where I'm like, I was pretty pleasantly surprised to see that. Actually, paying 4 for a 3/2 and dealing 3 damage, it's good enough actually in this format. So
that's one in the Pauper Cube that I've really enjoyed because it's one of those that like enables a control or mid-range strategy. It's like it's a very efficient 2-for-1, and it's harder to find those to build your control deck with those. That's just like an incredible mid-range or a control card.
And I think it's actually pretty solid into also setting up like a devastating gunship on the next turn if it's something bigger. So that's also pretty nice.
Like blue-red villainy control with a curve of that is like that's just very good. And your Krennic deck was flexible enough to be like, all right, are we aggressive or we're pushing on that? But like that's like a pretty interesting way to develop that because like is Krennic the best to build or Krennic is like a very good mid-range way to build it where you can try to be more aggressive or you could try to be more controlling, and that leads to some like interesting
and I think you also get a run just like I do think Consumed by the Dark Side, while you can get bodied by like a Waylay, still a really good card in this type of format where you're just like, I can just... I don't know. I think it's good. I think it's fun.
I can get on board with you on last words. Like I think there's going to be situations where that one's good. Consumed by the Dark Side, I'm not sure I'm seeing it. Like two for +3 +2 is like it is better
with the grit units is where I go that it goes up in value, right? Like it's
like the grit units just aren't that great. Like Devastating Gunship.
Devastating Gunship with that is pretty solid because you got to think of it this way, right? Then it's six damage. It's actually 8 damage total that you're getting for that, right? Like it's.
But you just like don't need to work to make Devastating Gunship good.
No, that's true.
It's just a good card.
Yeah, but then I got 8 damage I'm throwing on the board, which is.
But like if your Devastating Gunship came down and like had value, then
that's true.
You're already like pretty great. And you're like, oh, you want to play something? Then like let me attack into that in space, and now like you're gonna threaten to kill it.
No. I think it's a card that like I would like to actually like get to draw it more because I think I only drew and played one of them.
Yeah.
So that's one where I'm like I like how the card reads for the credit list, and then I think that's what it is. It's like, is the card actually good or not? It's probably not. But I keep reading it, and I'm like, I really want you to be good in Krennic because you damage a unit and give it +3 +2. So or just +3 +0.
+3 +0, and I like
it's probably not good, but I certainly want it to be, even though it's
I think Devastating Gunship. I appreciate what you're going for there. It's like the other grit units are real rough though. Like the Death Watch Loyalist.
The Death Watch Loyalist is
not
bad card. Bad card.
Scout Bike Pursuer, not really something you can do.
No. I'm going to be honest. The main reason I even just put this guy in here is he does have Overwhelm, and I was like, I need like a good 3-drop body. I was like, fine, I'll throw him in, see how he performs. And
I would just recommend Twilight of the Republic card, Bold Commando.
Oh, I think I know.
No, it's Bold Recon Commando.
Bold Recon Commando.
It's a 3/4 Republic unit with Saboteur, and that's it. It's just a 3/4 with Saboteur.
I'm gonna be honest,
but like that's just the stat break.
He was in here originally, and then I took him out when I was like pruning the list, and then I got too low, and I went, I got to go back up. And that's when I grabbed the Death Watch Loyalist. I was like, oh, a 3/4 with Saboteur, pretty good. I took him out when I was pruning down. Then I was like, oh, I'm at like 47. I'll grab the Death Watch Loyalist. Yeah, sure. I know I have. Yeah, it's like it's one of you in there. You're fine. I do think this is another card where this is like the last. This will be the last one I bring up, but I think this one is actually like really interesting with the Krennic list.
It's really interesting. I just don't know what to make of it.
I think that's the problem. Is I also have no idea if this card is good or or just fine.
Because I look at that card and I'm like, I want to think about it in like Magic the Gathering terms, where it's like, all right, I'm going to put a lot of damage units into play. So your Royal Guard attaches. So like, if that costs 3. It's like that's your Bold Recon Commando, right?
Yes.
If it costs 2, now you're kind of cooking, and you're getting ahead. But to be getting ahead on resource, or for that tempo of being cheaper to matter, you really need to be out on the board ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
And like with a bunch of damage units, I feel like you just kind of don't have the density for that right now.
No, I think on your...
You might be able to.
I think this is like the perfect card for your 5 resource turn. Getting to play this for 2 or 3 on your 5 resource turn if you have nothing else to do, I think that's why I'm okay leaving this in the list. It's basically the filler like, hey, I don't got a lot happening this turn. Yeah. But I can play this for 2 and feel okay about it, or I can play it for 3 and feel worse about it. So...
And it'll have some explosive moments.
Yes.
Yeah. A card that I'm still kind of lost about, I'll say, is the Heavy Fighter, the Kamogla Heavy Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Felt okay in both decks, where it was like, I'm getting the extra damage with Cad Bane, or in the Sabine deck, I am pressuring you to take this on your base because now I'm going to start exhausting things and you don't have a whole lot of life to work with. So I still feel like, I don't feel like those games changed my conceptual understanding of this, but it was like not amazing in either one, and I just was like better off doing other stuff most of the time. So I'm like, I I just don't really know.
I need to ask: are the Gorilla Soldiers Underworld units?
They're not.
Okay,
I want
then this card
so badly to be Underworld.
Because that's what I was gonna say. Is I'm like, I think this is much better in the Cad Bane list because it's Underworld, and then you can McClunky it back on your 5 turn, right? And you can be like
Fringe Twilight Trooper. I'm so sad about you, Gorilla Soldiers. You could have been on. I mean, thematically, I understand with the art that they're going for. It's like this was not an Underworld card, but like. It could have been Underworld, and then we could have just had this 3/4 curve. It'd be beautiful.
Yes, it could have been beautiful. I do think that this performed much better in the Cad Bane list because it's Underworld, and that means you're going to get the ping, you get the 3, and then you can always just kind of like I mentioned, you can swing in for 3, kill a unit. If it lives, you just McClunky it back, because like a 3/4 stat line is nothing to sneeze at. I think it looks a lot worse in the Sabine list because it is just a 3/4 that does 3 on ETB. And
and then you're like, whatever, I'm just going to take the 3.
Yeah, I'll just take, you're like, okay, it's fine. Whereas with the Cad Bane, it's 3 plus the ping, and then you have the McClunky package of, okay, I can kind of actually throw you for an interesting loop here.
We probably got to call time there.
That's already probably it's been too long.
Been a hot minute of us talking, but thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Ben, for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And playing these games was absolutely delightful. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, we get to do more in the future.
Yep.
See how we can
bring some other weird, new, interesting Pauper lists.
Yeah. Play some Premiere as well. I would like to do a little bit of both, or even just some Cube. Do some Cube Sealed would be fun, but we've got some options here. So
totally.
Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Appreciate you all being here, and see you later.